Hello, guys, and we're live. How are you guys doing tonight? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing? Hey, Mary Jo, how you doing? Desiree, I'm waiting on my bud, Ominous. Also, I invited Dagbum. If you guys are in here or just now getting in, the stream link is at the top. I also invite anybody else in the chat or that's watching if you want to come on the stream. We're just chilling. I can't do it alone though because I gotta have some stuff to talk about, random stuff. Trying to do no drama, kind of do a little different stream. Same here, Miss Mary Jo. I just woke up from a nap and I'm just chilling. I just got off one stream and just decided to start another because I'm the type that once I wake up, I'm awake, so I might as well be on for a little bit. What did I miss, Des? Wait, why does Des not have why do you not have a wrench? Do I got any mods in here? I need to know who all I'm with. Says I got 9 people in here. 3 votes. 6 of y'all still haven't voted. Which one's better, the Spider-Man or Dark Knight? And when I say Dark Knight, I'm yes, the one with what's his name? The guy that played Harvey Dent, Two-Face, whatever, Heath Ledger. I hear you, Mary Jo. I'm wondering though, seriously, do I have any mods in here, please? I mean, I think I know you guys pretty good. If so, I'll give one of you guys a wrench, but I wanted to make sure I had a mod in here. Oh my God. Dag bum Global Nation. Yeah, I've got and he did that in mine earlier too for a second, and that's okay because you won't do it again. Uh, and I'll be cutting that out, and that video will be back public because they're not going to ruin my video. And that video got a copyright because I played music on it, and it's not about the monetization. It's about the fact of the video was a good stream. There were a lot of people on it, and it's gotten a lot of views. It got a lot of views before it had to go private. So yeah, it was messed up. I hate that that happened to Dumb Genius, but he's done a lot of crappy things to people. So I don't really blame him. You know, I mean, or I don't really feel too bad. Oh well, dude's literally threatened women and stuff, from what I heard. So I've never threatened anybody. I don't want to threaten anybody. Oh, brags about. Oh wow, 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 bro. That's fucked up to say that. Wow, I never killed 2 people. You idiot. Gone. I'll get the highway fucking patrol report, you fucker. No, if I don't have a ominous come on the stream or I don't have one of my regular already mods pop up, I'm probably gonna go because I got like 8 people just watching me and only like 2 people talking. And then I got somebody bringing up, is this the guy that cried? You know, I'm already pissed off. This is why I said I don't want to go. That's why I said I don't want to go stream alone and invited people. Fuck you, dude. If that is you, Bishop. Oh, that ain't the real Bishop. I can tell by the picture. You're just mad because you can't. Hey, Ominous, will you please come on here, man? I got people saying shit. I was just about to, I swear, I was just about to cut off the fucking stream. Can't believe somebody would say something as disrespectful as that. Do you have any idea? You have no idea what that was like for me to be in that car wreck. Do you have any fucking clue? I'm not talking to you, Ominous, or anybody else. I'm talking to the person that made that comment. Do you have any fucking clue? Like,
What happened?
Stephanie Wilcox. Whoever was here under Stephanie Wilcox, take my dick and put it in your mouth and suck it, as far as I'm concerned.
Damn.
Because you don't know shit about what you're talking about. Don't you fucking ever dare say that shit.
That's fucked
Fucking
up.
disrespectful to the family that died and the daughter that called me, by the way, while I was at the hospital. So no, I didn't kill 2 people. If I killed 2 people, I'd be in fucking jail, you dumbass. And they're talking about my wreck, man. They're just somebody that knows about my wreck I had back in 2016 or whatever.
Did you have a pretty bad wreck? I mean, yeah, you talked about like your teeth.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, I was talking about it all earlier with Grind. Hey, Rejected Clowns. I'm glad you're here as a mod because there was no one else had a rent, and I think someone else wants to come on.
Yo, throw me a wrench.
Oh, dude, Daniel Bishop is here on my stream.
What?
What's up?
What's up, Mary?
What's going on?
Who all can make a sandwich?
Bet you can make one pretty good.
I'm hungry as hell. Which one of you can make a sandwich? I mean, come on now.
Got some mustard?
Oh yeah, I got mustard. Let me show you what I got. I got everything. I got some mayonnaise. You gotta love the mayonnaise. I know Black Pots, he loves the mayonnaise. He loves that. Let me see what else I got. Got some mustard. Everybody loves some mustard now. Let me see what else I got. Got some of that government cheese. You gotta love that.
Hmm.
I don't have any lunch meat though. That's why I'm having a problem.
You don't.
No.
Hmm.
So I can't make a sandwich. But
Got
I heard. Yeah, I got some cheese.
You make a
That
fucking
Black
grilled
Box.
cheese sandwich.
Yeah, I could do that, but I want the meat. You know what I'm saying? You got to have the meats when you make a sandwich. And I heard Black Pots has the meats, man. He's got the meats.
Bet you don't got no meat.
So what's going on tonight? I'm interested in this square because I've heard so much about him. I've heard so much. Yeah, I know
Dude,
very little.
You got about less than 20 seconds before you're. I don't even know why I let you get on here, Bishop. But seriously, man. Seriously.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something because you're gonna boot me
Oh,
anyway.
there's a reason why you're banned from fucking.
Dude, I'm not booting you. I obviously let you get on, didn't
You
I?
said I had 20 seconds, did you not? You said I had 20 seconds.
All right, hold
Did
on,
not?
hold on,
I'm not holding on, buddy, because you said I had 20 minutes or 20 seconds.
20 minutes.
So here I am. Make your piece for 20 seconds. Come on. Let's hear
No,
it.
you said 20 minutes.
Dude,
I was
you're
up staring
throwing
at the
up red.
stars earlier. You remember, I was staring at the stars earlier. You said I had 20 seconds. Square, you got on my channel. You said I
bet you do anything on your back.
Scarface. You said I do this to people. I'm interested on how you feel that way. I'm interested.
No, you're not. You're just trying
Yeah,
to
I am. Come
troll.
on. You said that you're part of a true crime community, that you love it. Prove it, dude.
Fucking-
Debate me. Debate me, man.
I didn't. Hold on.
Or you can sit there and trip over your words, man. Come on
Are you
now.
done? Are you done?
I will be done. If you can respectfully now.
No, a debate is when two people talk and let the other one talk respectfully. You
All
haven't
right.
done that yet, sir.
I'll give you the floor. It's your
I never
show,
said I was
your
part-
channel. You got the floor.
I never said that I was part of a true crime community. I said I am a true crime nerd. Check the description of my channel. I've watched a lot of true crime.
Bishop, do you not read
And I am interested in it. But what I do not know is why you are obsessed with Red Reaper, Scarface. They've been nothing but nice individuals, and you have an obsession. You throw up red flags. Hold on. You made a video. Let me finish speaking. You made a video mocking God. You didn't put it was a joke or nothing in the description as far as I could tell. You compared yourself to Chris Bloit. I mean, just ding, 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 ding. That's all I got to say. Now I'm done speaking.
All right. Did you see the videos where Scarface stalked my mother? Yes or no?
No.
They're on my channel. Did you see the videos where he tried to stalk my house? Yes or no?
Do you live in a trailer?
I used to own that. That's my last residence on that. I used to own that back in 2009, and you can check the local PVA offices on that. There's records. I own that and 15 acres behind it. The thing is, that's the last record on file for me because I am where I am now. I'm not going to tell you where I live. But the thing is, when Scarface did his very when Scarface did his very first video, he was looking into me because a certain individual said, check out Daniel Bishop. His very first video he did about me on his other channel that is no longer around, which is Scarface owns, he targeted my father, thinking it was me, but he intentionally did it. There it proceeded to get more and more. After that, he stalked my mother. I've got those videos on there. He stalked my house. He said very derogatory things about my wife and my unborn kid. He's stolen videos now off of social media of my 14-year-old boy and putting it on his YouTube channel. Do you go to, I got a question. Do you go to social media and do you check out minors' pages? If me and you was to get into it, would you go to YouTube and check out my son? Who's
hold on. Number one, if you've watched any of my videos, you know that I've said that family is not talked about. I don't allow it.
But you support Scarface, who talks about family. So how do you do that? How do you support someone who trashes another family? Have I ever gone on there and said anything nasty to Mrs. Scarface, his wife? No. Have I ever targeted his mother? No. Have I ever targeted Scarface's children? No. I've never done any of that. I've always kept a dialogue between me and him as a creator versus creator. But he's targeted an unborn kid that's not here yet. He's targeted a 14-year-old minor. He's targeted my wife. He's targeted my mother. He's targeted family members. He even targeted my deceased father-in-law, who's no longer here. He's even targeted him. He's targeted my brother-in-law, who's going through depression right now because of the death of his father. So if you say that family shouldn't be talked about or ripped apart like that, then why do you support such an individual?
Well, okay, you threw a lot of things out there, so let's break it down, all right? Let's be fair. Let's be fair about this stuff. That's how I opened my platform on. I said I'd be fair. Okay. Now, obviously, if a beef happens between two guys and y'all start, I don't know who started talking about family first. You say it was him. He says it was you. I'm guessing at this point it's a he said, she said type thing. So, but if a person does it in a joking manner and they're not like like I looked at your page, man. I have a whole 12-minute video that was made of you nothing about but stalking Red Reaper's misery. Like, I mean, you could have easily just taken Red Reaper's picture out of that and put me and put all the shit that's happened to me here a while back, too. I mean, also, I don't understand. I wanted to ask you, why do you have that old video of JG up where you're criticizing him and that video praising Ryan Upchurch for an unborn baby getting soothed by his music, but yet you're banned from going to the shows and now you support JG. I don't understand a lot of things about you. I'm new enough to this scene to not understand. And if you don't mind, I've invited other people on here. So the link is on top of the chat, Scooter Beggs. Scooter Beggs is on here. There's a bunch of people on here.
Awesome. The thing is, with Ryan Upchurch, me and Ryan Upchurch went back and forth. We went back and forth. The thing is, if you see on the channel The Real Deal, where people has got on there and defended me, I've had conversations with Ryan. I've been on Ryan's live streams where he's been playing his Call of Duty game. The thing is, we become respectful for one another, and he even commented that he was glad that we was getting along on that part. Now, the thing is, with the Johnny Goble situation, I was placed in a situation where I made a video. I made a video about Johnny Goble that was unfair and unjust. All right, and that's how our conversation came about.
But you still have it. But you still have it up. I don't understand. Why do you still have it up?
I asked Johnny about that. I said, Johnny, do you want me to delete the videos or do you want me to keep them up? He said, by all means, keep them up. But the thing is, by me keeping the videos up, it's still drawing attention to Johnny Goble. It's still drawing attention to Ryan Upchurch. The thing is, this is the thing. This is how I want to speak on this. Johnny Goble is different than YouTube Johnny Goble. I've had in-depth conversations with him. He's very intellectual. He's very smart. He's a very charismatic individual, but he's also very respectful. So is his wife, his children. They have done nothing but be completely respectful to me. And the thing is, I found a friend in Johnny. Now, the thing is, you guys clearly, Square, you can like Scarface. I can like Johnny. The thing is, though, Johnny never ripped anyone like Scarface has ripped me, if you get where I'm going with that. Scarface targeted my family.
I'm not interrupting you. I'm listening to you, Daniel. I'm not interrupting.
All right. Scarface.
Didn't Goble go after fucking Church's sister?
Yes, hey, excuse me, reject. Wait, what was that question? Reject.
And his brother.
He looked into Eric and he looked into his sister about the
Looked
tank,
into.
and this is the thing. I talked to Johnny about that, and Johnny said that he made a rational decision in a heated moment, and he felt so sorry for doing it. He also, like you said, the mother situation with Patty Lynn, Ryan's mother, that situation happened, and I talked to him about that, and the amount of sadness and him being apologetic is outstanding. You know, he said, I can apologize 1,000 times and 1,000 times again. It doesn't make it right. And I feel so sorry for what I've done. That's why he's told me. Johnny went on emotions. Let's put it that way. Johnny went on emotions. Johnny is placed in a placement in his life. We're not there. We don't know what Johnny goes through. We hear bad stories all the time about cops being corrupt, officers, you know, on a power trip. I don't know. I don't live there. I'm not in Johnny's shoes, so I can't speak on that. I can speak on it that my grandfather was a law enforcement here in Pulaski County for
Why he
16
talks so
years with
much.
the sheriff's deputy.
Cowboy.
So I understand that there are bad officers. I understand that. Am I calling Jonathan Holbrook a bad officer? Absolutely not. Am I calling Johnny Gobo a liar? Absolutely not. The thing is, I don't live there. I have no idea what is going on.
So why are you giving him shit for being friends with Scarface when you're friends with Iceman?
Iceman does what he does.
But you're giving Square shit for being friends with somebody when you're friends with somebody who did worse shit, dude.
But listen, this is the thing.
True or not true, Bishop? Right?
I'm friends.
True?
The thing is,
yeah. The thing. All right,
let
spew
me
your
explain.
bullshit. Come on, spew it.
The thing is, Iceman was targeted as well. Iceman's mother was targeted. His kid was targeted. His past was targeted.
So that caused him to beat up a girl and put him in his trunk, huh?
The thing is,
keep spewing it.
Do you
man.
know
Let's
that to be
let's
true?
Hear it.
Dude,
there's charges, dude. Look at the charges.
Was he convicted of it? Where's the paper showing him convicted? I mean, we all could put charges on one another, but when it goes to court, where's the court record showing it was dismissed?
Come on,
that was
Bishop,
never showed.
man.
It was dismissed. She did not show up for court.
That's like saying all the bullshit you spew about Scarface. You could be like, oh, well, was he convicted of it? Like, come on, man.
Man, I'm gonna have to get my fucking boots on. Fucking surrounded by bullshit right now from this fucking guy.
Well, here's the thing.
It's just like when you said your kid missed 2 weeks of school, right? You weren't man enough to drive him to fucking school, man, but you want to bitch about it.
We was placed in a position. We was placed in a position where I did not feel comfortable. Being a bitch? No, listen now. I did not feel comfortable with him being in school because I did not know the identity of this individual. I did not know anything about this individual. And when a person is making threats,
that's not what you
against
said,
a minor,
against the minor, to the fucking school bus stop. Was that you're not words?
Listen, I want to show you
exact words.
Come with me. I'm going to show you where the bus stop is. I want to show you where the bus stop was.
But was that not
I could have drove him.
You're spinning the narrative when you're asked a question. You spin it every time.
Look, my house, bus stop.
I tell you what, man, I would have drove my kid to school and I would have beat anybody's fucking ass, dude, that fathered that kid, man. That's what a real fucking father would have did.
The thing is, we did not know what the threat was.
It doesn't matter.
My kid, this is the thing, man. My kid,
go make me a sandwich.
I spoke to a county attorney. I spoke to several sheriff's deputies. I spoke to Kentucky State Trooper Baxter, a Detective Baxter, and he advised me, along with the principal of the school, to follow a protocol. So that's what I did. I followed a protocol.
But I thought
it was and the thing is, my son has therapists, has caseworkers now, therapists and caseworkers that also worked along a plan of action along with a protocol. And all of that is in the court system in the protocol. So therefore, there was nothing done wrong. It was all done right for the safety now of my kid. Now, I don't know if you got any kids or not.
I do.
But the thing is, you would do what you have to do.
Both in college, too. And I drove them every day. I didn't need a bus to come pick up my kid.
The thing is, my kid can catch a bus or I can drive him to school. The
Like
thing
a
is,
man.
I got 3 automobiles. It ain't like I can't drive him. The thing is, there was a protocol. Protocol is a plan of action designed.
Hey, Daniel,
help
answer
someone.
that below. Answer that below there.
All
Because
right.
somebody he wants to talk to you,
Yeah.
but he doesn't come on panels. He's got a rule.
The thing is, I follow protocol. And that was
Well, you're a
designed.
bottom bitch. I completely believe that, man. I really do.
See, a person gets on here and tries to have a intelligent conversation.
Because you're
And apparently, I'm in
you're
a thing.
talking shit to a guy saying he can't be friends with somebody when your fucking friend does worse shit than fucking Scarface, man.
There's no
Yeah, he
proof.
beats
He just
women,
got done
dude.
threatening
He's on a
beating up someone's
registry.
dead grandma, man. Like, let's be honest.
The thing is,
He's on a
anybody
dude
can
like
say
one of
anything.
one
He
of
says you
one of
fucking
one of your
got checks
one of
from
your
Upchurch, you know? I mean,
one
like,
of
what,
you
what
Do you
point
have
do you
one
call
of
proof?
him out?
Do you have proof he did it? Does any of you
one
have
of
proof?
one of your supporters, JG or Nathan, just came on here and talked about a wreck and said I killed 2 people and they don't know what the fuck they're talking
I
about.
got you, Scooter.
Well, I
And
don't
I
know
don't need
either.
to have
But you know what?
I don't need to have proof on that to know it happened.
If you killed 2 people, you killed 2 people. I'm sure there's
I
a reason.
didn't kill 2 people. I was in a wreck that 2 people caused, and guess what? They died. That's not killing 2 people, especially when the cops ruled that it wasn't.
But you can understand how some people would come to that conclusion, not knowing.
No,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no,
Like you
no, no,
guys
no,
don't know.
no, 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 no. Don't try to pull that bullshit.
All right. What about this? You talk about true crime, that you love true crime, that you're addicted to it, whatnot, and then you question me being Chris Watts' case.
Who cares? You question shit all the
I
time. People can't question
didn't
you.
question you being Chris Watts' case. I've been on a stream or two, I think, of someone saying that you were getting on to people for not keeping the Chris Watts house sparkly clean, and that if they were
Yeah,
going to sell it,
that
you were mad and stuff. That's what I never said anything about you and Chris Watts. So don't put words in my mouth, Daniel.
Well,
That's
he's
what I
good
heard.
at. He's always good at spinning things for his narratives, man.
Not spinning anything.
You
The thing
do,
is,
though. You
though,
do,
the thing.
Daniel. You do
Here's
it
the
every
thing.
fucking
Here's
time.
the thing.
You make countless.
Hey. Keep it
Iceman
civil,
may
or
be-
I'm going to mute you both.
Oh, you're gonna mute me, Square?
Not everybody. I'm just saying, keep it civil, guys. Damn, I don't want anyone yelling. Shit.
Well, he
The thing
won't let you
is,
talk because anytime you come up with something good, he has to shut you up.
I
so everybody
consider,
won't hear it.
take it how you want it, I consider Iceman a friend. I consider him a decent human being. I consider him a dear friend. The thing is, anybody can charge anybody. Anybody can charge anybody with anything. You get what I'm saying? Anything. Just like
I
a
know
lot
you
of
do it
people
all the time,
think that Square killed 2 people. They
but
think
nobody
that.
thinks that.
All right. Okay. Okay. Hold on just a second. Nobody can think that I killed 2 people, Daniel. I'm sorry, rejected. I'm not going to mute you, dude. You know what you're spinning right now, and you're playing on the fact that you know that I've got emotional issues, and it's sickening. But I'll be able to withstand it because those people's daughter called me while I was in the hospital. That's what you and all those other people don't know. So now that you know that, why don't you shut the fuck up?
Oh, you
Now
shouldn't have
hold on,
kicked him
just
yet,
hold
dude. I
on,
had
hold
fun
on.
talking shit.
I'm not taking him out. I'm not taking
God
him
damn
out.
it,
I'm going.
Square.
I'm not taking him out. I'm just putting him. I got to
Dude.
unmute him. Now you're unmuted, Daniel. Now be respectful and don't you bring up that shit again.
All right, I'm just going to say this. Does it hurt you when people say that?
Oh, I don't know. I was.
Does it? When people assume that, do you get bothered?
Hold on. My Bluetooth went out. Hold on.
Hello?
Hola.
Oh, hey, you're like on the upside of Down syndrome, bro. Are you fucking retarded or just inconsiderate? I think you're a little fucking both. You hear me?
Hello?
Or are you fucking deaf? Like, you're coming up in here being motherfucking
Anyone hear me?
disrespectful. You know what I mean? Fucking run your fucking head.
I hear.
You know what I mean? I'm not the one, motherfucker. I quit school because of motherfucking
Hello?
success. You calling snitch, motherfucker? Quit. We're done.
Oh.
You hear me? You just need to chill the fuck out.
This is how I feel.
I don't give a fuck.
Y'all
how
can
you
say
feel.
what you
I don't
want.
give a fuck.
Your
Fuck how
boy
you
killed
feel.
2 people.
I'm team.
There's
I
nothing
don't
but
give a
bitches.
fuck.
Suck
Hey,
on
Bishop,
this.
you're still a
Fuck
bitch,
you,
bro.
computer
Okay,
bitches.
John Wayne
You're
Gacy.
behind the
Bishop.
screen.
You're
You're
still
doing
a
nothing but
bitch,
this.
Bishop.
Fuck
You're
you.
still a bitch. You
Same
couldn't
to
even drive your
you.
fucking kid
Go
to
hit a
school like
fucking
a
woman,
fucking
bitch. If you
Fuck.
want to
coward,
meet up,
bro.
fucking let me know.
That's all you're
Straight up
doing.
bitch,
Because
I
you're
do,
Bishop.
bro.
safe behind a computer. You're doing
Fuck
this.
you.
Anytime you
Fuck
want
you,
to
dude.
meet Bishop,
Wherever
you
you
won't
want.
sign the papers.
I'm
You
gonna be
won't sign those
yeah,
fucking
bitch, run.
papers.
Run, you cocksucking motherfucking bitch ass whore.
That guy's a bitch, man. Dude, he wouldn't answer anything either. He always fucking tries to spin it, go off on some fucking
I'm
weird
sorry,
tangent.
guys. I fucking missed it. I'm just trying to get my shit to work.
It's cool, Square. He was trying to get at you, man. That's all he was trying to do. But he won't even
I know he
answer
was.
shit. Everything you ask him, he's like, oh, I gotta go by protocol. So it's like, God, dude, he's such a bitch, man.
Okay, now I got my gear working. I don't know why Sasquatch left, and I don't know why Daniel left. I was still gonna talk
Daniel
to the
left because
motherfucker.
people are
You
asking
want
him
to talk about?
questions.
You want to try to? You want to press on my emotional fact that 2 people died as a result of something I was involved in? Yeah, it's true. So what? At least I don't go around comparing myself to somebody that murdered, suicided their family.
But where's the
punk.
proof? He wants to talk about proof, right? That you killed these people, right? Where's the proof? But he doesn't
There's
want
no
to accept
proof I
the proof
killed
that
these people.
Iceman,
He
and there is
he
proof
doesn't.
about Iceman.
Dude, the police took my blood and everything, and I gave it to them. There's a police report. There's a news report on it, Mr. Daniel Bishop. So I didn't kill anybody.
The thing is, though, you just had to defend yourself, though, right? Is that what you're doing? You're defending
I didn't
yourself.
defend myself. I'm just going ahead and giving
You're
the details.
explaining what happened. You're explaining what happened, right?
He did
Are
the
you
same
explaining
Hey,
what
dude,
happened?
don't get loud. Don't get loud with me. You might get loud with them whenever I can't hear and shit, but don't get loud with me.
So why are you telling us this? Are you explaining? Are you detailing? Are you giving?
I'm just giving the details out because you say people are saying, "Where's the proof?" And you said that I said that.
He's not very smart, man.
You apparently said that I killed these people. Well, you want some proof? There's a highway report. There's a blood panel report. There's a news report. There's
so why do
all
people
of that.
think that? So why do people think that?
Because bitches like you
I
are
never
running
knew
around
of
trying to
it.
spread
Because I never knew of it
because
till
y'all.
now.
You
People
brought
think
it up.
about
How
it.
did you not know about it, you dumb fuck?
Let me ask you about it. Who were the people? Do you know their names?
You said they was in the chat talking about it just now. I don't know who they was. This is the first time I'm
You
heard
brought it. No,
hearing
you
it.
look at you back.
The people I killed are in the chat. What?
No, you said that people were discussing it in your chat.
Dude, way
You
off
said
the
earlier
wasp.
in your chat that people were discussing it. Did you not?
That's not what you said, though, Bishop. You can't get. You're such a fucking hypocrite, man.
You
And
are.
you're a
Oh,
true
my
crime
goodness.
guy,
Yes,
right?
you
You're a true
fucking
crime
lie.
I'm a
guy.
true
Dude,
crime.
And your friends can't even fucking
if you're a
see
true,
that you're a fucking
if you're,
psycho.
hey,
Hey,
rejected. If you're a real true crime dude, Bishop, you could easily take my real name and find it and research the wreck and find out that
Hey,
He's
I
not a
was
true
not the
crime
cause
guy.
of it.
Daniel,
He hangs off of that
hey,
guy's nuts to get views.
But
Daniel,
here's
If
the
I
thing.
was the,
This
if
is-
I was
hang
even,
on.
if I was, hold on, no, you hang on. If I was
Sorry,
even
sorry.
partially involved, if I was even partially involved, don't you think I would have been charged with manslaughter or something? Of course, and I wasn't because I wasn't guilty of anything. You
Look at that
dumbass.
light bulb go off in his head.
so.
And when
This
the
is my
police
first
asked
time
me,
ever hearing it.
and
why
when the
do people
police
think
asked,
that?
and when the police asked me for my computer and stuff to my car, I gave it to them. I don't know why people think it. Maybe because you or JG and other people have told them to think it.
This is my first time ever hearing
Bro.
it, man. Ever hearing it.
Fucking like
All right.
somebody else.
But the
3
thing
minutes
is,
ago, you just got done telling
Bro,
everybody
you're-
that he killed people, though.
You're a fucking
I
idiot. Dude.
heard
Did you
it
or
that
did you
this
not?
live.
Story
All right,
straight.
let me be
Oh.
more correct so you all can
What do you
understand.
mean more
Swallow the
correct?
I
cum,
have never
Daniel.
heard of
Nobody can hear
this
you.
except
Swallow
tonight.
the cum,
Hey,
Daniel.
bro.
Nobody can hear you.
Keep my name out your mouth and my dick in it. You hear me, son? Exactly.
All right, come on, guys. What do you got to say, Daniel? Because right now you ain't got no respect for me.
All right, this is what I'm
Oh
saying.
no,
I have not
Sasquatch, you don't
heard of
have to
this.
leave, bro. You don't have to leave, Sasquatch.
I have not heard of this till tonight when you started this stream. So therefore, and the thing is, I don't know anything about you. I can admit that I know absolutely nothing about you. It's just your comments where you comment on my on my channel. That's the only way I know of you. All right. The thing is,
And all I know
decided to
about
come on here
you
tonight to
is your reputation on the internet, and your
You are a
reputation on the
dangerous
internet and
individual.
YouTube is not stellar. That's all
it
I'm
may
gonna
not
say.
be. It may not be. I may have burnt
Plus
bridges.
your analytics and everything don't match up really with your views. There's a lot of things that are sketchy off. You make a bunch of videos. I mean, like, I don't know.
All right.
I guess you.
Have you
I
seen
guess
my
you.
YouTube community?
I guess you're the type of person that I thought to be like, even if I make a video, make a mistake, I'll leave it up because it's part of my timeline or whatever. Maybe that's why you leave up videos that you're different on now about subjects
Listen,
or whatever
I
the case
have
may
made
be.
I've made over $30,000 on YouTube. That's in my community section.
Cool.
I can show that any time of place. I've made over $30,000 in 4
Defaming
years on
people's
YouTube.
names.
Good
I've
job.
got demonetized
By defaming
because
people's
of
names.
videos. So therefore, I deleted 700 videos. I got all my subs from True Crime and Chris Watts.
And defaming
I
people's
can admit
names.
that. Chris Watts, I got all my subs from there. 14,000. That's not a whole lot, especially if you're getting paid, not getting paid.
Isn't that what you call
doing
nut
sub count?
swinging?
Whoa! Didn't you just brag about getting paid, but you got all your subs from Chris Watts, which is a tragic case, and like, I mean, does that not conflict with you at all?
Have you heard of Armchair Detective?
I believe I have. He's on YouTube, sure.
All right. He's a big
Sasquatch,
time
you're welcome
YouTuber.
to
He's
come back
Chris
in,
Watts.
dude. I don't know why, Sasquatch. I don't know why you left out, but man, come back in, dude.
The thing is,
I just want to talk.
that's where I got my
man.
subs. The thing is, I'm demonetized now, and to get my monetizing back, I deleted over 700 videos. All right, because it's too much.
Why are you demonetized? Because
I got
see, I haven't even
demonetized
crossed
because
that.
of misinformation.
You
Medical
defame people's
misinformation.
names, dude. That's why you got demonetized.
COVID.
You're lying about people.
COVID. I got it from COVID, man.
Bullshit.
From
Well, if you
misinformation
harass,
COVID.
well, if you
Dude, you're
harass
literally
and
trying to say
cyberbully
that
people,
celebrities are
then
pedophiles because they're hugging their fucking kids, dude. Like, what kind
Hey,
of
I
fucking
got
sick
that.
shit are you on?
Right.
I took that video from exposing the elites
It doesn't matter. You're still pushing
there, and
the
I posted
video.
it.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Well,
You still push bullshit.
well, me and you will agree that there are me and you will agree on that there are elites in this country and world, but that's about maybe the only thing we agree on so far.
But to
all
push
right.
something so those kids
Jeffrey
have to grow
Epstein.
up and see shit
you
like
not-
that, that's bullshit.
Jeffrey Epstein was a child
No,
trafficker.
Who gives a fuck about Epstein?
That's the
Yeah,
kind of
we all
stuff I
know
was
about-
pushing.
Okay,
That's
we
the
all
kind of
know
stuff
about
I was
Epstein,
pushing.
and we
The
all
stuff
know
you're
he was
pushing, though.
horrible. Let's talk about, like, okay, if you mind if I ask, since you brought up something personal of mine, is your wife with you right now?
Yeah. Let's see.
Why are we
Fine.
being told she's not?
That
Because
doesn't
that
matter,
Scarface. I'll find her.
Yeah.
She over here somewhere.
though. Just don't snap and do nothing to him, man.
Hey,
You know, I know
I'll
you're
lie.
infatuated
said
with
that you're
Chris
not with me.
Watts and Chris Benoit. You know, like, just don't do nothing to your wife and kids,
My
man.
wife's right here. Can you say anything, Cody?
I'm with my husband where I'm supposed to be.
Does he have a gun to your head?
No.
Okay, yes, okay, ma'am.
I'm pretty sure there's nothing to my head.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Just want to make sure your man's a little crazy.
Just wanted to make sure people were saying that you'd left.
Yeah, and this guy who's making all these rumors up on Facebook, like, I have never met this man. I've never spoke to
But
him
your
or his
man makes
wife.
rumors about everybody else. So, I mean, that's called karma.
Well, okay, but that's fine because that's, his stuff.
Okay, then
on
don't
YouTube.
bitch about it because that's on your man
Okay,
for bringing that
first
to
of
your
all,
family.
you're going. First of all, you're not gonna be rude. You'll treat me with
First of
respect.
all, you can fucking
talk to
fuck
me.
off
Hey,
because your
rejected,
man's being really rude.
Hey, let me tell you something,
Okay,
you little dick
rejected.
bastard. You're not
Hey,
gonna
hold
talk
on,
to me with
ma'am.
disrespect.
Ma'am, I muted him, and I'll mute you too, ma'am. Listen. So you're married to Miss? Damn. Okay, he got off. Are you married to Mr. Bishop? Oh wow, there. Okay, when people get off, all I had to mute both of you to keep you both from tearing each other off. I wasn't gonna let you continue to talk or not.
Yeah, it was gonna be a
So, if
blur of
that's the end-
fucking.
Rejected. All I did was mute you for a second because I could not hear either. Oh my god. Rejected, bro.
he's clowning.
Bro, like for real, dude. Please come back on the stream. That is complete shit. I completely didn't just Daniel Bishop's back here, but I am not gonna let him on before you rejected clowns. You've had my back. That's all it is about talk. I was just trying to mute to hear people and to interrupt y'all. That's it. So please come back on the stream. Otherwise, the stream's gonna end. I'll leave it up with Ominous, and me and him will chat it up. But I'm just gonna let Bishop go. If y'all want Bishop to talk and stuff, then I need Rejected back on here. So chat.
Come on, clowns.
Rejected, get back on here. Daniel, if you want to still talk, you'll wait just a second. Yeah, like I didn't cuss at her or anything. That's what I was trying to do is keep this as a civil discussion, Red Eye. Rejected. So Rejected, please.
I haven't said anything
I only
for 20
muted
minutes.
you. Like this is the last time I'm gonna say it. It's on the top of the chat, dude. It hasn't went anywhere. It's pinned to the top.
Just send another link in, brother.
Now, I didn't hold on, Daniel, because we're waiting for Rejected. And to be honest, neither of you need to talk until I finish what I was trying to say, because we're trying to be civil here, and no one's wanting to abide by the rules except for a few people. Sasquatch, I know, dude. The link Rejected is at the top of the chat. Is Miss Bishop still on?
She's not going to get on.
Okay, well, all I wanted to do was just ask her. All I wanted to do was verify that she was
treated in the manner in which she was treated, dude. You never do that.
Okay,
I mean,
you know what? You know what? You know what? Daniel, you're gonna get that one, bro. You're gonna get that one, and that's not me not taking your back, Rejected. You shouldn't. Man. Okay.
All right, check this out,
now,
Square. Let me talk real quick, man. So I wasn't being respectful to the girl. I'm just trying to explain to her why Bishop is having all this shit come at him, right? And I'm not going to have some girl get up on there and start cussing me out, man. I'm trying to explain to her why Bishop has these problems that comes to her family. And she can't handle the truth, and then she wants to fucking start cussing me out. That's fine. You know what I mean? I'm not going to cuss a girl out, but I'm not going to be fucking cussed out either. You know what I mean?
Hold on just a second.
Right, may I speak?
Blue, I'm just glad you're here, and I'm from the South, and I was trying to treat her with respect, and I didn't really catch all the audio if she cussed at you or not. If she cussed at you or not. The point is though, generally, people, you shouldn't disrespect a woman, and that's what the chat is saying. But Rejected, I understand your point. Now, Daniel, what do you want to say?
Her at all, man.
The Rejected Clowns was trying to make a statement that the reason this is coming to her and I is because of what I've done to other people.
Therefore, though, I would like to speak on that. I did not start this with Scarface. He targeted me first. I only replied back. Now, in my video and in my catalogs, I got proof of all the things he has done. I have never went to the limits in which he has. I've never targeted his mother. I've never targeted his wife. I've never targeted his children. I've always tried to keep it between me and him. I've never said
Okay,
derogatory things.
may I ask you this? Did you file legal paperwork on like an EPO basis on somebody?
I filed something called an IPO, and the reason I filed it is behalf of my mother. And if thing is, I filed it on behalf of my mother and my wife because a person was coming from another county to my county and driving by stalking, in which I had the recording of it saying that he could get in trouble if he's caught for stalking and for harassment. My mother is 70 years old, that is retired and widowed. All right. He put fear not only into my mother, he put fear into the community in which my mother lives, which is assisted living, which is
Yeah.
senior living. My mom lives in a place where 65 years older and plus live. If you get what I'm saying, it ain't like young people. It's 65 years and older. It's senior citizens. It's basically a polite way to put it, a place people go to die. All right. I hate to put it that way, but that's what it is. My mother got fear in her because of this individual. And I have on screenshots where he even threatened to come to her house to talk to her. All right. My mother was in fear of her life. Now, the thing is, it was an IPO. There was never a protection order in place. It was just a summons where me and him appear in court. He did not appear in court. I have a pink copy that the bailiff give me, and anybody can call this courthouse and ask to speak to family court now and ask if he was there, and they would gladly tell you that he was not there on June 1st of 2022. He says that he went on June 29th of 2022. If you called our courthouse now, and the number is 677-4029, all right, 606 area code, you can call and ask for the traffic. I had a court date that day for a speeding ticket and no seatbelt. That is different than family court. That is the date he's saying that I did not appear. I didn't appear that day because I paid my ticket out before court.
All
That
right,
is the reason
Jonathan
I filed the
Wilcox,
IPO.
Jonathan Wilcox, you were wrong, and I'm hiding you because I did not stir up trouble. And a matter of fact, I've never been high on any drugs and bragged about killing two people. So you're deleted and you're gone. We're going to take we're going to let people talk and have time limits, all right? And I'm going to ask the chat what they want the next topic to be because we're kind of going in a frenzy here and we're kind of all randomized. So let's everyone just take a break for a second. Chat, tell me what do y'all want the next subject to be? What do y'all want me to ask? Because I don't know Mr. Bishop that well, obviously. I'm not giving him no special treatment. I'm not giving anyone any special treatment in this interview. I'm just trying to be civil and find out information. But
Hey, can I say
rejected,
something
yes,
real quick, Square?
yeah, rejected. You have been there
All
for
right,
me,
Bishop, I don't like you at
believe
all,
me,
man.
I
But
give
I wasn't trying to go at your girl, man. When she's gonna sit there and
reject.
start raising her voice when I'm trying to explain something, like I'm not trying to go at your girl. So if you think I was disrespectful to her, I apologize for that. But you go
Okay, hey,
after so many
citizen.
people, man. And it's like you spread nonsense all the time about so many other fucking YouTubers. And when people come back at you, you get extremely butthurt, man.
The
Okay,
thing is, with the
citizen.
Scarface, I did not target him in the manner in
I
which
don't
he
care
targeted my
about the
wife.
Scarface shit, though. You keep
Hey,
going on
guys.
about it. I don't care about any of that. My
Hey,
problem with
guys.
you isn't with Scarface.
All right, can you please give me an example of which you're referring to?
I've been giving you examples all
Hey,
night.
y'all, hold on just a second. Um, Okay, so rejected. I was trying to say that I do give you some preferential treatment because you helped me when I was getting harassed and
I don't
cyber
need
stalked
to.
and
I just want to
bullied.
be able to talk, man. Like I'm tired of him
You,
cutting me off, you cutting me
and you
off.
got
Like,
that.
what's the point? Every time I bring
Okay,
up something to
that's
Bishop, he cuts me
that.
off instantly. You know, and it's
That's
like, you know
why.
what people do like that? It's because they're wrong and they want to keep the narrative so they can go with their narrative. They don't want people to
Uh,
think for themselves.
All right, may
okay,
I
well
speak
let me
something?
look. Hold
May
on.
I
Let
speak
me just
something?
do this. No, because what I was about to do was I was about to give everybody time limits so
All right,
rejected doesn't feel the way he does. Okay,
all
what I'm
right.
gonna do is
I don't
I'm
feel
gonna
any
start.
way though, Square. It's your
I'm gonna
channel,
mute.
man. I don't
I'm
feel any
gonna
way.
mute Well, I don't want you to feel being treated unfairly. That's what my
I don't
point.
give a
I'm
shit
trying
though,
to
man.
be.
I really
I'm
don't.
trying. Oh, well, I'm trying to be fair to everybody. So if you don't give a shit about that, then I don't know what else to say. Now, I've muted you, just rejected, not for any reason. I'm muting Daniel. Okay, now what I'm going to do is everybody's going to have 2 minutes. All right, we're going to start with a topic. Citizen Z wanted to know about Reaper, supposed to be Guitar Jedi, and what about his obsession with Reaper? I'm going to start with Rejected and give him a few minutes to. Well, I was about to start with Rejected. Did he pop out? Hold on. Okay, Rejected. Go. Sorry about that. Y'all don't have to.
That question wouldn't be me to me though. That's to Bishop. I'm not. I don't know anything about that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Well, if you don't want to cover that question or it don't interest you, I'll let you go next to ask or whatever you want to Daniel, and then after you get done speaking, we're gonna let Daniel speak, and we're gonna go back and forth like that.
Yeah, if they got a question for, have him answer it. He's the one obsessed with them. You know, I'm not. I don't.
Okay. Well, let me give Daniel a chance to answer. Daniel, you're unmuted. They asked, Citizen Z asked about what's it up with Red Reaper being Guitar Jedi. I gotta admit, the video I did on you, where you showed whoever Guitar Jedi was saying the storm thing, it was intriguing a little bit. That's about it. But other than that, what about Reaper and what about what was the other question he said? What about the Reaper obsession and what about the Guitar Jedi thing, basically?
All right, 2 minutes. Gotta make it quick. In the very beginning, I liked Red Reaper. I
Well,
can
I'm
admit
not going to
that.
be really like watching y'all's time, but you know what I'm saying? Let's try to
Yeah,
be fair to everybody.
I like Red Reaper. I like the content that he puts out. I understand that there's a lot of fakes out here, and he does his best to expose them. But at the same time, he triggered me with the comment saying that rape would not happen if women simply defended themselves. And that triggered me because my sister in law, around this time last year, was raped and dumped on the side of the road. That triggered me. She now lives in Louisville, Kentucky, because she is afraid to live here in Pulaski County. There is an open case going on right now about that. I tried to give Reaper enough time to respond, and maybe it wasn't enough time. Maybe that's my fault. And that's when I did the video in which I did, kind of like calling him out. If women did not defend themselves, if they simply defended themselves, it wouldn't have happened. The thing is, sometimes women are placed in a position where they cannot defend themselves. That's the second video Reaper made. All right. He admitted that he messed up and he should have included that. But then there was a woman, disabilities. I can't remember who it was. And she claimed to be an older lady. And he got upset at her because I guess she had questioned as well as me, about the autistic thing, but being autism. Now, the thing is, I understand now from a perspective, and I've talked to several people, that he does have autism. And I was in the wrong for that. Here I am admitting that I'm in the wrong. See, I can take fault, I can take blame, and I'm taking it. The thing is, at the same time, though, I don't think a person should hide behind an illness or a disease for an excuse, maybe the way
Be
they do
very
things.
careful. Okay,
I
well,
am.
I
I'm
don't
being.
know.
I'm being
We
very
don't
careful
know
on
who.
that.
We don't know who. We don't know who this disability audit really was.
I
Do we?
don't.
Do we really know she was a grandmother?
I don't. I don't know. I think they was on the Your Boy Blues channel, and they claimed to be a senior citizen. I don't know. I don't know.
Ominous.
The thing,
Damn it. Ominous. Oh,
the thing
there he is.
is though, Reaper, I like his stuff in the very beginning. I can admit that. I liked his stuff. But then I don't know, man. It's like a switch happened inside of me where everybody has someone that triggers them. Like I trigger like a lot of people. I trigger a lot of people in this chat right now. All right. That's what Reaper does to me. He's got that trigger that I trigger all of you.
You don't trigger
Okay, well,
me.
look, I was just going to say, if you have respect for him, I think you would take down all the stuff you have of him because it's obviously getting to him like I had people get to me, and that's against the community guidelines. So if you are trying to
With me cussing,
operate
with me cursing like I did, I commit 100%. I was in that
Roland
manner.
Modlin, let me ask you one more question from the chat, and then let me give Rejected or somebody a chance to talk.
All right.
Roland Modlin said, "Why is he so quick to jump to conclusions?" I'm being fair, y'all.
All right. So quick to jump to conclusions. It's just the way I'm programmed. It's the way I am. And maybe it's the environment in which I live, and maybe it's how I grew up. Really, I don't know. I always think the worst of people until I'm proven different, if that makes sense. That's how I was
No,
raised. I grew up in a world that was maybe different than a lot of people. Maybe it's the same as a lot of people. But the thing is, I don't trust a lot of people, and I see the worst and the absolute negative in them until they prove me different. The thing is, when Reaper was doing his videos, like I was drawn to it, like because I'm like I can relate, and then that relation just disappeared, and it becomes something totally different. Am I wrong for cursing him in the manner in which I did? I own that, and I'm sorry for it. And I will remove that video as soon as we're done here of me cursing. Um, I was aggravated at that time because he was partaking in claiming he took my channel down when I had put it on private. If that makes sense, I was wrong in the way I handled it. I was wrong in the way my actions was, and I should have been more sensitive. I can admit to that, and for that I apologize for the manner in which I came at him in that video.
okay. Rejected Clowns, the floor is yours.
Well, fuck, man. I forgot what I was gonna ask. Now it's been fucked. No. So Bishop, man, I've told you this before, man. I used to fucking watch your videos all the time, man. I used to actually watch almost every video you put up. And after a while, you just start learning that you're spinning shit to go to a narrative so you can get views on it, which I understand you want the views on it, but you spin shit to a degree, kind of like Cammy does, right? Where she's like, I got to prove. And it destroys people's lives, man. Like it really does, and I just think it's a shit thing to do, and you don't like it back when it's done back to you, right? And I understand that you say that you have a problem with trusting people, you know what I mean? But this is the internet. You don't trust anybody on the internet, you know what I
No.
mean? I don't, like I said, I don't even have a big problem with you, Bishop. I just think you're full of shit on 99% of the shit you say. You know what I mean? I used to support you. I've talked to you many times on my account and your channel. And it's just like you're going to give him shit for being friends with fucking Scarface. But then you're going to be friends with a guy that does just as bad shit, And I just think that's a shitty thing to do, to go around and point the fingers and not accept the fingers pointed back at you.
I totally get where you're coming from in that aspect.
Like, that's what pissed me off.
And I understand with the Reaper, I understand where you're coming from the Reaper angle. I totally understand.
Yeah, we've talked about that. Me and you, we've talked about that. And I was like, hey, dude, he probably said it differently. And you jumped, and then you made countless videos understanding that he didn't mean that was what he said. And you still made videos, and you still do it to this day. You just did it in the last chat we were in, attacked Reaper for it, right? And it's like, you say you know it was wrong, but you still do it.
I don't. I totally understand where you're coming from. And then like I said, maybe I'm gonna get my fruits and vegetables with the Scarface situation. If you get where I'm going with that. But the thing is, everybody does stuff different. Everybody's got a totally different perspective on things. Everybody does things way different, and not everybody's going to agree. I can sit here and fully admit to each and every one of you that my actions against Reaper was hideous at times, and it was downright shameful of me, and I apologize to Reaper for that.
Were you in on the catfishing thing, Bishop?
I can honestly put my hand on any Bible
I'm
between
gonna
here and the Mason Dixon. Absolutely not.
Hey guys, as a respect to my current legals, well, y'all, you know what I'm talking about, rejected here that happened,
Well,
let's
that's
not
why I
talk
asked him.
about
You know
certain,
what I mean?
yeah,
But I get you.
yeah,
I get you.
let's not even bring it up though, if you don't mind. Thanks. But yeah, and I would be careful talking more about Red Reaper too, because I'm not so certain that, you may have something legal happening there, Bishop, because if you slandered him or anything,
Yeah, it's just like
wrongfully, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. I'm not trying to take a shot at you or nothing. There are a lot of people that
I
are,
totally
though.
understand, but it can go both ways, because where he's gone there and he's made videos and I've made videos. We both have made videos. I have made more videos, but the thing is, he accused me of catfishing him, and I just went along with it. But the thing is, there's nothing linking me to no
Carolina
catfishing.
Cowboy said, "Hell yeah, you were in on it." And I did see your email address on a certain comment thread, but
With
I
Cammy,
can't. But
you saw that with Cammy.
That could just mean he is reaching out to her, though. Like, that's the problem, Squares. A lot of people put all this shit out and
I
they
didn't see.
twist it to go a certain way.
I'm not sure whose thread it was on. I saw it on a video that somebody had uploaded. Whoever it was about is irrelevant. I'm not talking about them. So
Yeah.
please do not talk about them either.
But here's the thing. I was never into. I never did any kind of catfishing towards Red Reaper. I'm sorry that he was placed in that situation, because he seems to be a person that's just wanting to be accepted. I guess that's the best word for it. And someone probably played on his emotions. Now, I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know who he was talking to. I have no idea.
Bishop,
But
shut
here's
up
the
for a
thing.
second.
I know
Square,
I
I'm gonna
did.
jump off for a quick. I'll be in chat though.
Why?
I gotta fucking charge my shit up.
Okay.
Dildo died.
Yep.
I'm just joking, buddy.
Alright, I'll see you on there.
I don't know. I can't tell whether my chat even wants me to be on or not. I don't know. It's not fair. I really wish people wouldn't bring up something they know better than not to bring up, because like
I'm 100 on that, man.
I've been trying to keep it avoided, but like people still want to bring it up. But I did have to address about the catfishing thing. But that's what I was talking about. I was talking about the catfishing thing, and I wasn't doing anything that I know I'm not supposed to do. But let's just keep the subject moving. So. Yeah,
I
you're
really
allowed
do
to ask
apologize,
questions, Herbal.
Bishop, man. If your wife really thinks that I was like trying to cuss her out, Bishop, man, I ain't like that, man. So I was just trying. She started raising her voice, and I'm trying to get
Well,
her to
Bishop,
understand, that hey, I'm trying to talk to Bishop here. You shouldn't
Bishop,
even have put her on the phone.
all I was trying to do, Bishop, was to ascertain, was she still there, and was she your wife, and was she okay? That's all I was trying to ascertain from her, and I
Seth,
was
what's your question?
respectful to her.
Yeah, but you have to understand, she gets harassed on a daily,
Oh, I get
because of
that.
stuff
I
that he's
understand.
put out there.
I get
And she's
that.
I
pregnant.
understand.
I
She's
get
pregnant.
that.
I understand.
Hey, Bishop, have I ever done it? You've never heard that shit come out of my mouth, man. You know what I mean?
I've
My problems
never
with you, I've
harassed your
always
family.
told you. I've always told you what my problems were with you on your channel, on mine. I even fucking joke with you back and forth. Even with I don't hate you. I just got fucking questions. You know what I mean? I don't hate anybody. I just got questions like everybody else. And it's like the only way to get your attention is tag you and shit sometimes.
I understand.
The same thing you do. And it's not like I'm not seeking attention. You say like Sin TV seeks attention. It's no, man. Like
But here
when you're on here, you're gonna fucking call each other out. That's not seeking attention.
now, I got a quick question for some of you in the group, because you're familiar with Red Reaper, you're familiar with Situation, and someone was talking about the legal aspect of stuff. I had someone reach out to me by the name
I
of
don't.
Canine Rescue, and
Yeah,
I told him I
Canine
did.
Rescue. Canine Rescue got my address by conning me and called the
What?
cops falsely
Let him
whenever
finish,
I was
Blair.
live.
Let him
I'm
finish.
sorry.
Now,
Sorry.
see, the thing is, he commented on a couple of my channels, gave me his email address, he gave me his Instagram, whatnot, and I told him I was not interested. And actually, it's underneath my TikTok videos, and you can go if he hasn't deleted, which I probably got them screenshotted probably somewhere. But the thing is, I don't want anything to do with him because this dude bashed me from the very beginning on things. I never done anything to him. He just bashed me on every channel he went to. Every live that this person went to, he bashed me. He hated on me. He said very negative things. Then out of the blue, he wants to have a conversation with me. He wants to have a very in-depth matter, and I'm just trying to figure out what the hell could that be.
He's upset with me and other people, man. So he's just trying to it's all about, you know how it is, man. People are trying to get allies.
Yeah. Well, if you will realize, and hopefully you guys can realize, I don't do the back and forth, and on the emails and Instagrams and none of that. You get what I'm saying? And the reason I wrote Cami underneath her comments on her community whatnot is the rumor was getting around, and it's still around on another channel called the Real Deal or one of them, that we had like a relationship where we talked. I've never talked to this
I
person.
ain't that desperate. Nah.
I don't know the first thing. Now everybody told me, and this is probably about the Red Reaper situation, that him and Cammy was talking. I don't know if they was or wasn't, and that's why I based some of my videos off of is the whole Cammy situation. The thing is, I don't know if they talked, but I know for a fact I have never talked to Cammy. For a fact. Still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right.
I was making a sandwich, man.
Hell yeah. But the thing is, though, the Red Reaper situation.
Reaper's a good guy, man. He really is.
I was triggered, and
I trolled the hell out of Reaper too, and we're pretty good friends now. You know what I mean? Like,
but that's the thing, I can't say any more. I mean, that's it. Is there any more questions or anything else you guys would like to ask me about anything?
And dude, I just if you said that you're sorry about Red Reaper, so I don't know if Red Reaper's here in the chat or anything. He hasn't been in the chat, but if he watches this later or whatever, he should try to accept your apology. I mean, I don't understand why not. I mean, you've been somewhat respectful to me. You've kind of been a little bit of a jerk, but I mean, your wife, I try to be respectful to her, and I am just a regular civilian. I ain't never said that I had a problem or wanted to fight you or JG or anybody, but I have made videos criticizing and critiquing because everybody else does too. So I don't know why I can't. But, people want to get on to me because they have known, because a certain individual has made it known around that I have mental issues or whatever, and so people prey on that, and that's just fucked up. And then y'all want to say that y'all are being upstanding and upright and this, that, and blah, blah, blah. That's not cool. But
I
then
mean,
you have people like Shane who has mental issues too, and he goes pretends to be your friend, talks shit about you. You may be friends with Shane, you may not
no,
be.
he's not. He's
But
not
if but
friends with
if you're
Shane.
but if you're friends with Iceman, dude, he's just as bad. And I don't know about Reaper stalking your family really or anything, or not Reaper,
Well, Reaper,
Scarface.
as far as I
Scarface,
know,
I mean.
Reaper ain't never done nothing like that. He's just made the video where my channel was down, basically calling me gay and whatnot, and that's when I responded back, um, like a video back and forth. The thing is, I can understand people's situations. It takes me a minute too. But the thing is, I trigger people just like you all can admit that I trigger some of you. That moment in which Reaper said that triggered me because I would love to find the guy that did that to my sister in law because I will hurt him. No one hurts a woman in that manner in which my sister in law was attacked, man.
Hey, Desiree Ramey wants to know about the Chris Benoit comparison. Sorry, Chad, it took me a minute to get on there. I was a little
Yeah, a lot
in
of
my
people are worried
personal
about
stuff.
that, Bishop, because like you're
The,
into Chris Watts and he did all that shit to his family, and then Benoit, and then he did that to his family, and then you blew up. And I know that that was just the heat of the moment, right? I understand that, but like
well,
people
the
get worried because with all three of those together, it's like, how do we know he's not going to do the same thing? You know what I mean?
the thing is, someone in the chat said something about Stone Cold. I was in the chat and they said Stone Cold. The thing is, I like Chris Benoit as a wrestler, but not as a person. You get what I'm saying? As a person, he's a piece of shit. You know, he's hell bound. He's burning right now. But the thing, as a wrestler, he was a good wrestler, and I was just referencing that, man. Like Stone Cold, like Chris. I like Chris Benoit. Like he didn't talk. He went in there and did his thing. He was very aggressive in his wrestling style. I liked him as a wrestler. I liked all Canadians. I liked Chris Jericho, Christian Cage, Petey Williams. Him. There's a whole list of them. But the thing is, though, as a human being, Chris Benoit deserves to be in hell. But also the conspiracy side of me, you've heard of Kevin Sullivan. Kevin Sullivan was Nancy's ex-husband, which was, uh, he was part of a cult. He was a satanic leader. Kevin Sullivan was, and the conspiracy theory behind that is that he played a part in their murders. And you can research that on Google or any kind of search, engine. But the thing is, don't never relate what I said about Chris Benoit to my personal life. I liked him as a wrestler.
I feel you.
You know,
Well, that's what people took it as. I
That's what
guess.
I took it
I'm
as,
sorry.
man. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was like, dude, is Bishop? I really thought you were losing it, Bishop. Man, I was like, man. And I understand you got all sorts of people coming at you, but you're doing the best thing you can by coming in and talking to people. To be honest.
yeah, and I tried to stay on the path. Now I can admit earlier I went off. I flipped off the camera when I was in there and back and forth. But man, a person gets frustrated, just like you got me on there blowing up, man. That was my moment of frustration.
You got
Everybody
to do
has
the
moments
throw in
of
the hat
frustration.
skits, though, man. Because I tell you what, that thing makes me fucking bust up, man. For some reason, when
You
you
know,
threw that hat, man, it just makes me laugh so much.
but I understand that it brings people laughs, but at the same time, I was in the moment of what the hell, it's like, what can I do, man? It's like I dealing with this person, I'm dealing with this person, there's 13 behind them, and it's like, wow, it's overwhelming and it's frustrating, but at the same time I'm doing the best I can, and you all have to admit that collectively that it's me in this, and I'm going head to head with these people the best that I can.
Oh yeah,
And
I got people I have to go head to head with all the time, man. Like, but it doesn't bother me. To me, like, I don't hate anybody. I don't mind when people talk shit to me. I like talking shit to people. You know, I don't mind. I like it. You know, but we're all fucking different.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
So
not trying to start a video war with anybody or anything like that, but you know, I just don't want anybody attacking anybody, whether they be a woman or a guy, unfairly. I don't want anyone comparing themselves. I mean, in your video, man, where you said the power of Christ, you know, wasn't compelling or whatever, that really freaked me out, you know, and as a Christian offended me. So I was just like, why'd you do that?
well, the reason I did that, I know a lot of people has been questioning, you know, that as well. You're not the only one. The reason I did that is when I first started my YouTube channel, everybody compared me to a Baptist preacher. I'm sure you've heard it. You know, he's a Baptist preacher.
No,
You
I
know,
haven't. I actually haven't heard you compared to that.
I
But I mean,
have.
I
I've been
wouldn't think
watching
bad
Bishop
about
for a
you
while.
because I mean, I'm Southern Baptist, but I
yeah,
mean, you know.
that's what I am. That's why I am. But at the same time, you know, I was goody good. You get what I'm saying? I was goody good, and it never got me nowhere. You know, I was always twisted nose. In the very beginning, I was always polite, respectful, kind. Everybody loved it during the Chris Watts videos, and it's like everybody kept turning on me. I'm like, well,
Give me a
hell, if they
tissue.
don't
My
like
nose
this,
is running.
let's do this, you know. And it's a TikTok video that I did. I posted on my TikTok. I posted it on my on my YouTube, and the reason I did it is just to get people to talk, you know. And here we are, we're discussing it later. So it did get people to talk, you know.
But
It
it's just
just
like Sugar said, we're having a productive conversation. Let's all three stay on and keep talking, unless y'all got to go for some reason.
I got a
Because
barbecue soon.
I mean, I don't hate anybody, and Scarface honestly don't want to do with any drama. But if y'all have a problem man to man, he said he is willing to, you know, sign a waiver and go to the ring. I mean, I don't know if you're the type that is okay with doing something like that, or can even do that health wise. I mean, I'm not really the type of guy to do it. But if Shane don't
Give me a
stop
soda,
talking
babe.
about my ex-wife, I almost
Soda.
will do it with him.
I know. I'll be there out there in a minute.
the thing is,
I don't
I
know if
just
you
want
heard
the
me or not,
stuff.
Bishop, but yeah.
I heard you. I heard you. I just want the stuff with Scarface to be resolved. Just point blank. Period. You know. I know why he does it is to draw me in. You get what I'm saying? The worst of things you could say, it's going to get someone's attention. He had my attention from day one when he did his first video and he included my father in it. The thing is, though, I don't want it to escalate to a point where something is going to happen. Now, I'm not saying he's going to do it or I'm going to do it. What I'm trying to say is people listen to these videos and they watch these videos and they come with their own conclusion. You get what I'm saying? Their own conclusion. So who's to say that a crazy individual or a crazy person that's got some issues going on don't take it upon themselves to do something either to me or to Scarface? You get what I'm saying? It can happen. So I think it's best to end it. You get what I'm saying? And even, you know, Scarface ended with Iceman because it's getting to a point where people are threatening people's lives, you know. And that's the reason my wife is so frustrated and so upset is because of the hate mail that we got a post office box. We get hate mail in it. My wife gets hate messages every day on Facebook. People find her phone number and they text her the most evil shit ever. None of this happened before the Scarface
Bishop
situation.
asked, "Are you a Christian?" Bishop Citizen Z.
I am a Christian, but I am a backslider. I'm full of sin, and I need
We all are.
forgiveness.
We all are.
I
Hey,
I need forgiveness, and I can admit that. Have I been wrong
You
the
need,
past
it
6
needs
months?
well, the first step, man, would be to take that video down. You might have already done it, but you can get it always. They have forgiveness for everybody,
can I ask a
and I don't
question,
think.
Bishop?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if you want this stuff to end, then why join the chat earlier to provoke it more?
Well, the thing is, I never really because the thing is, I joined the chat earlier. You're talking about Scarface's chat, right?
Yeah, with
All
Pops.
right. Well, the thing is, everybody perceives me a certain way. Everybody's got their own opinion about me, and we've all heard it because my wife posted a picture with me doing clown makeup, whatnot. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I figure I will go along with the ride and make things uncomfortable. Just join. And that's what I did. The thing is, I never went overboard. I just kept saying the same thing over and over, which everybody admitted. Get a dress on, make a sandwich. The thing is, and that's what I kept saying. The thing is, that's the reason I did it.
But don't you think that's going to push him to respawn even more?
Well, the thing during the chat, it was not as bad as the other chats has been, in my opinion. I've watched the other chats, not here lately, not the last couple of days, but before that, where I've seen the chats have been brutal. The videos have been brutal. So tonight it was not as bad with me being in there. You get what I'm saying? In
You
my
were just
opinion.
hoping to try to break some ice and joke around then.
Yeah, just let it go. The thing is, Iceman has went through a lot of stuff. You get what I'm saying? And I feel so sorry for him because of his mother being targeted. His mother's being targeted as well.
Well, I mean,
Kids been
I'm not gonna
involved.
lie. I was on a stream and I made a joke about her, along with Scarface. But I mean, I was just making a joke about her because, as far from what I know about Iceman, man, I mean, and you can say that people put charges on you, yeah, but if you on a registry and I mean, there's a story that he kidnapped and done some bad stuff. I mean, like I don't know anything about him really.
Well, the thing is, people have
Besides,
sent me endless. People have sent me endless stuff. I've never looked into it because I like to keep my own opinion on how I feel about him. You get what I'm saying? He's always been very upfront and honest with me on everything, and I
I get
appreciate him
that.
for that. You know, I
But
understand, dude. I've been in
I
relationships
get you on
before.
one level, but if I come across somebody and anyone tells me like they might be on a list or something, I'm gonna look into that before I have any more personal involvement. That's just me though. I
have
mean,
you
but
seen
I
I
his
understand
understand.
streams,
what you're saying.
Bishop? Have you watched Iceman stream lately and seen like the stuff that goes on in his streams?
I have not watched the streams over the past, I want to say maybe 4 to 5 days. Normally, when he's on, I'm out of town or I'm at another location doing stuff, if that makes sense.
Because
And
he says some shit, man, and that's why he attracts people at him, man. Like I just asked him a question one day and I was immediately blocked and changed chat, and it's just like, for what? Asking a question, man? Like, yeah, it's
well,
dude.
see,
He's a
you gotta understand,
Nobody
he's
called
same
you
as
a snake, Sugar Nova. You're not a snake, hon. You're a sweetheart.
he's the same as me in a lot of sense. Iceman is because he's walking around frustrated, because he is trying to defend himself, but the more he defends himself, the more gets piled on, and it's like you're shoveling endless amount of dirt, and
yeah,
it never resolved. The,
yeah.
the
Sorry, I
thing
got
is,
COVID still.
I've been with scorned women before, before my wife, and
I have to.
I understand people will do stuff just to be mean, you know, and he's told
Oh,
me
I've been
that this
falsely
person did it.
accused. I've been falsely accused, but luckily I was able to get the evidence to the police and stuff that it was false because the person admitted it was false.
No,
But people will file false stuff, and that's why I'm very much against that. And I'm glad Johnny got some justice, Johnny Depp.
no, yeah. But the thing is, I understand the frustration that Iceman has. I really do, and that's the reason I'm on here today. And I'm glad this conversation came to a point where it is because an hour ago it was kind of hostile, and I was starting to flip out a little bit, and I'm terribly sorry for that. But now we're starting to understand situations, and hopefully you guys can understand me a little bit more, you know.
Well, I mean, we're trying, like, you're invited here on the chat. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the chat's not really a fan of you, but that's cool. We need to have, you're gonna have people that think on one side, and you're gonna have people that think on the
Well,
other,
we're
and
always gonna have people that don't like us, though, man.
that's what makes debates and stuff rich. But I think what would be pressing to go on is what would be the best resolution between you and Scarface. I just interviewed Mr. Scarface earlier today, but the man has treated me like a human being. He checks on me. He doesn't troll me. I know he can troll and do stuff like that, and he's done it to you, obviously. But I personally don't think you don't do it unless someone does things to ask for it or deserve it. So, what would you like to see happen with the whole situation? That's my question to you. That's nobody's other question.
This is how I feel about that. I like to move on from it and call it the end and bygones be bygones. But at the same time, I would like to apology him saying the things he did about my wife and the child. Now he can target me all day long, every day of the week. I don't care. You get what I'm saying? As long as he leaves my family out of it.
According to a person in the comments, you've disrespected the military. Is that true or false?
I did not disrespect the military. Tim Faust, Triple T, he knows the situation. We have talked since then. I have sent him video of me
Well, I'm not
supposedly
going to
in the
take that
video.
dude. I'm not taking the guy seriously, anyways, by his name, his account alone. But I just wanted
Yeah,
to
but
ask you
I'm not.
because it did come across.
Well, see, I don't know
Well,
if you
Red Eye
watched any of
Patriot
Triple
says you
T's chat.
did.
I don't know if you watched the chat or not. See, there's no video out there. There's no video out there with me doing that. I sent the video to Tim, which is Triple T. He's never responded back on it. We cleared everything that night. I've talked to Triple
Did you
T since
target?
then.
Did you target Guitar Fingers? That dude is sweet, man. He made my intro. He's a nice dude.
I targeted Guitar Fingers in a sense. I thought it was Red Reaper. And see, I was just trying to piece shit together.
Oh man, I talked to him I've talked to him voice to
but I
voice.
never
He's an older
targeted him.
dude.
See, I never targeted him like in that aspect. I said I thought Red Reaper may have been him, and I was just going on what was told to me. If you get what I'm saying. So if I made a mistake in that area, I apologize for that. The thing is, I don't know Guitar Fingers.
Will you address Red Eye's comment? He says, "Cause see, these people have helped me grow and stuff. So I gotta, they've got questions and comments they want to make, and it's not to be disrespectful to you. We're letting you answer them."
All right.
He said you did. Disrespect the military.
I remember seeing
hold on.
something about
Let
that.
me
but
put
I don't
this.
know.
Let me put this comment. Red Eye put, and you can read it and respond or whatever you want to say.
Read it to me if you don't mind.
Okay. I watched and saw what you said, Bishop. Also, Guitar is most definitely not Reaper, and Jedi isn't Reaper. That's from Guitar Fingers.
This is what I said.
Or not Guitar Fingers, Red Eye Patriot. Sorry.
This is what I say about the military. I said the way that Tim was acting in a manner which was disgraceful, and Tim, Triple T should burn in hell. I said that on a live. I did not mean the whole military. I said one individual because I was triggered once again by Triple T. The thing is, we resolved that in a video. We have talked since then. We was even on Iceman's live together where we all chatted on, Triple T. The thing is, my dad was a Navy SEAL for 16 years. And my grandpa was a colonel in the United States Army. And my uncle was shot down during Vietnam and was a prisoner of war, which my grandpa had to get, and he ended up committing suicide years later. Now, my mom has all that proof, has all the records. I don't care one bit.
Well, according to Carolina, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but Carolina Cowboy says TTT is a veteran, and Red Eye said, no, you said it as a whole.
No, I said that specifically to Triple T. When I was making a video, I was going back with Triple T. I targeted Triple T in that sense, and I was in the live where I said that. I sent the live now to Triple T he got the video of that, and actually I sent that to him during that live. I was sitting in my vehicle, and the whole world saw me send it to him, and he nodded his head that he got it.
Who is CC? Did you talk shit about somebody named CC?
I don't know who CC is. Now I know Chris Watts.
Who's CC?
CC's Carolina
Chris
Cowboy,
Watt.
I think.
Oh yeah, Carolina Cowboy. Well, listen, guys. Besides just regular talking shit, like, man, if you disrespect the military, like, I mean, just, you know, I don't know if you did or didn't. I wasn't there, but there's a lot of people saying you did. If it wasn't for the military in our current country, even as corrupt and bad as it is with the elites and the corporations and everything, we still wouldn't have the standard of living and level of life that we do. So you got to give thanks to the ancestors in the military.
And like I said, my dad was a Navy SEAL, you know, for 16 years. He's buried at the battlefield here. My grandpa was a colonel in the United States Army. My uncle was in the Air Force, and he was shot down in Vietnam. So I got a family history. I'm the only one that didn't go, and you know, I feel ashamed of that each and every day, you know, because I didn't feel the family's footsteps, if you get what I'm saying.
Okay, Herbal Warehouse. I kind of skipped over some of his questions because they're a little more on the funny side. This is just to lighten the mood. He said the real question is, why are you always triggered? Herbal, you always with the weird questions, the funny questions. He's trying to just play around. He's probably not being serious.
I mean, it's an honest question. It's honest. I would like to go ahead and answer that. When I was doing, YouTube did it. I can blame it on YouTube. I wasn't really necessarily like that till I started doing YouTube videos, and then the criticism and the trolls come at you hardcore, and you've experienced that. Other people at a bigger, you know, level has experienced that. You know, my friend, which is Armchair Detective, has thought about committing suicide several times because of the trolls. YouTube does that. The thing is, I grew up in a household where
we have a guest, Mr. Seth is in the house. Desiree said an opinion, and I think it matters a lot, is that it doesn't matter if you don't like Triple T. He's still a veteran, and he fought for our country, and you should show respect. And he left like a man. Dude, why did you leave, Bishop? You just basically proved everybody right about you, dude.
I'm not going to yell. I wasn't going to yell. I was just going to ask you if he jumps around in his tidy whities, you know, like a little kid when he watches wrestling still. I was asking.
Hey, Seth, I was going to ask that, man. I was waiting for my turn.
Oh, hold on. He's back. He's back.
I have
Maybe,
a list
hold
of
on.
questions, dude. I've been writing down.
Hey guys, let's be. Hey guys, let's for real be respectful. Mr. Bishop is back on. Here he is.
Respectful. I'm not going to yell.
Right.
I've done punked him out once.
Sorry about that, Mr. Sorry, I know it happens, Bishop. Daniel.
No, as I was going to ask is like.
Whoever wants to go next is free to go.
Okay, you asked it, Arcade.
Daniel, what experience? I mean, you said you helped with the Chris Watt case. Like, what do you think? Let me just ask you just a weird question for me. Like, what do you think about Nicole Kessinger? Do you think she was involved?
Nicole Kessinger, in my opinion, and please don't throw anything at me, played a huge role in the death of Shanann, CC, Bella, and baby Nico. If it was not for Nicole Kessinger, Chris Watts would not have done what he done. The thing is, her phone, if you've done the research and you can Google that, her phone pinged in Frederick, Colorado at 6 o'clock that morning of August the 18th. Why were her phone pinged?
Not only that, I thought that they also had a second person on the video footage early in the morning.
There are two different people walking out, one without shoes, one with shoes, one with tight fitting pants, one with loose fitting pants, and one with a purse and one without a purse. They thought he
was going to roll on him the first time they went to interview him in prison when he finally took responsibility, but he didn't roll on her.
No, he never rode, and I think it will come to a point where he eventually will give her up. I just think right now, in my opinion, he's in fear maybe of his parents' life. You know, maybe there's something going on that we don't know. But my honest opinion, it was Jim, which was Nicole Kessinger's friend, and Nicole Kessinger. And here's another thing: Dwayne Kessinger, which was Nicole's father, went into the interrogation, which was an interview, but we can call it, interrogation. And he directed the comments. He directed the questioning from the detectives. He shut the whole thing down. Now, if me and you do something like that, or we're involved in something like that, your father and my father, or your mother and my mother, they have no role in it. You get what I'm saying? They're going to tell you to leave them out in the hallway. So why was he allowed in to the room with Nicole?
Yeah, they're gonna say he's over 18. He's a big boy. You know.
Yeah.
They try to keep parents and stuff out of juvenile cases if they can.
And here's another thing: she destroyed her phone. She tried to burn her SIM. You know, she did at lengths now to destroy her
There's
phone.
somebody. Oh, Citizen Z is here. Citizen Z, I hope you're not gonna show any porn or nothing. You're gonna get kicked. My bad, bro. But you're on the show if you want to ask a question of Daniel Bishop. You can unmute yourself. Okay, I don't know why people come on whenever I say people can come on. If you're gonna come on and start doing that, I'm gonna start like not letting people who just come right on. Kevin Sullivan's wrestling gimmick was an 80s cult leader. This man doesn't know true crime. He makes stuff up. If you want to address that comment from Kevin, Mr. Bishop?
On the Kevin Sullivan vowed to get Chris Benoit and Nancy back because if you're familiar with wrestling, I grew up. It was a part of a storyline where Chris Benoit would fall in love with Nancy, which was Kevin Sullivan's wife. It was a storyline. We all know it went beyond a storyline, and they end up getting together. Because of that, Kevin Sullivan vowed to pay back, I guess, Chris Benoit because of that. Now, he is a self-proclaimed now satanic leader of a cult. That was his wrestling gimmick, but that's him in real life. Now, there is speculation now that he did play a role in the deaths. This is what I'm speaking of. On Wikipedia, before the death even happened, it was posted, and it was posted from Stanford, Kentucky, where Stanford, Connecticut, where the offices are. On Wikipedia.
Okay.
Now,
let me
everybody can
ask you
research
this.
that, though.
People are wanting to ask, they're saying that you like to slander people's names. That's red, white, and blue. Scooter Beggins calls you out on your protocol. Sasquatch, hold on. Okay, it doesn't matter if you had a problem or didn't like Triple TTT. He is still a veteran and he fought for our country, and you need to show respect. I'm just reading you all the comments. You know, I'm not saying that. You know, there's some that I do agree with, honestly, and some of them I don't know about. I can't say
See,
that much on them.
I do respect Triple T. I understand, and he admitted the reason why he, did stuff is to get my attention. And the thing is, we made our amends. We moved forward from it. And if me and him can do it together as individuals, then I think everybody else should.
Stanford, Connecticut's only 30 minutes from me. Ask him his feelings on doing the clown wrestler and his controversy. That's what Roland Maudlin said. And Seth Squat said wrestling is fake. And in the 90s, in the 90s, the cult leader stuff was early 80s in Florida. Well, I have to say the cult stuff is alive and well because I was a part of the Sea organization, and that is definitely a cult.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
still going on. You know, it's different cults. I mean, it's wrestling itself is a cult. You know,
well, technically, by definition, a cult is any group, organized religion or non-organized, or just any type of group at all that's of people gathered together for a common goal could be defined as a cult. But when
yeah.
people generally speak of cult, they're speaking of cults where you have brainwashing and a leader and abuses and stuff like that.
Hey, what was your wrestling name, Bishop, when you were wrestling? And is
My
there a
name was
footage of it?
my name was Trauma, and if you can look it up, I don't know if it's still available. It was called Mid South Wrestling Federation, and it was in Clay County, Kentucky, Manchester, and it was at the Burning Springs Volunteer Fire Department. That's where they held their shows, and the year was 2001 and 2002.
All right, I was just asking a
Brownie says
question for
hi,
Sugar Nova.
everybody. Sugar Brownie says hi to you. He's like, hey, Sugar Nova.
Do you still watch wrestling, Bishop?
If I have the time, if I have the time,
Do you wear the tighty
It's-
whities?
no, I didn't.
Oh,
Hey, Seth
all right, come
really
on
wanted to
now.
ask that question. Hey, I wasn't being rude. It was a question,
No,
man. Seth wanted.
no,
Bishop knows
no.
I ain't trying to be rude right now. Man, I'm chill,
Dude, what?
man. Hey, Bishop, anytime you
You
want to talk
better,
shit
you
to me,
better
I
be
don't
kidding.
mind.
You better be kidding, Beggins. This is my buddy, man. This is my son, man. I hope you're kidding, please.
And I mean that, Bishop. Anytime you want to,
Don't,
like,
don't
talk
be mean
shit,
to
joke
Brownie.
around, man, I can
Sugar,
take it.
he says hello. Look, he loves you. No offense.
So
No
what we're
offense
going to
to
do
Beggins,
is, in
but
your
Brownie
opinion,
likes Sugar Nova. Yeah, in my opinion,
Wait,
what,
what'd
Daniel?
you say,
Sorry.
Bishop?
all right, in your opinion, I know I made one video about the Red Reaper and me cursing, and I'm sitting at my kitchen table and I'm cursing him. But in your opinion, what should happen from now? I mean, because you get what I'm saying. I understand that everybody has feelings. I understand that I crossed the line. I understand that. Um, I just want to know.
I think you should be honest, man, on your channel to your subs, dude. That a lot of this was brought on by
Yeah,
you,
like there's a lot of
you know,
talk about
and
that you bought your subs. And if you bought some subs, there's no big deal. Some people go about doing that. I'm saying there's a bunch of different ways of, I'm not going to criticize anybody because the way I go
I
about
got
YouTube is how I chose to go about it. It's not
what I
how
did is
anybody else.
I got my comments held on review. If they're bad, they're held on review. And I'll be honest, a lot of times I don't go back and check them. And if they're held on review, you know, you have to go and check them and see if they're okay. Then they get put on the channel or in the comment section on
I
the
might do
videos.
that for a specific, I might do that like on a specific topic or something, or disable something on a specific thing if it's sensitive. But generally, I
Well, see,
try to keep
that's
all
the thing.
comments on. Otherwise, because I don't like to censor free speech. I mean,
but what do you
Well,
guys
that's my
mean by that? Like, why are you
like
saying that,
if
Bishop?
that's my political views, and I
but the
try to be
reason
fair in all my views.
Well, the reason I'll get to the comment first. The reason I do that, it hurts the monetizing of the videos because you know if you got crazy people saying crazy things that's deemed inappropriate, then YouTube looks at that as not a deemable video. Second of all,
But
with
what if
the
it's
Yeah,
just somebody asking a valid question or something that you? Because I remember putting something in your community post because I didn't understand why you couldn't drive your kid to school, right? And you
yeah,
made sure that that got hidden really quick. And I was like, dude, I didn't cuss you out. I was just
well
like,
the
hey, you know.
well
So why not just leave it on there and be like, hey, you know, this it's a protocol from the school. Because otherwise, it looks like you're trying to twist a narrative, right?
yeah.
You're trying to make it look like, hey, this is what's going on, and anybody that asks a question to make anybody else think it, I gotta silence them to make sure my narrative is golden.
And you know, I totally understand how it looks. No, it was a protocol put in place by all people, you know. And the thing is, I did try to drive him to school, you know, and they did give him excuse days, you know, because of it, you know, because you got to look when something like that is happening and a kid is getting targeted, not and he goes to school, then you got not only him being targeted, you got a school. You get what I'm saying? Then they got to look out for everybody. you know, and
So is there
that's how
proof that he was targeting your son? Can you show that stuff?
Yeah, can we see it, please?
it
I
was.
mean, like,
It was on his other channel, which is Scarface
But
owns.
wouldn't
It's
you
no
have
longer
because
saved
there.
the
that?
only
If
thing
you
I
screenshot
saw was
everything else,
him.
wouldn't you save that? You know what I mean?
The only
I have
thing I've
saved.
seen of the only thing I've seen of Mr. Scarface, I just wanted to get this out, not trying to interrupt anybody, but before I forget, is him drive by that old trailer or whatever. I saw that in the video. That's all I've
Yeah.
seen. And
Well,
apparently, you said that you don't even live there.
no, I don't even live there. I live on the road though. That's the thing. I live on the road. I live very close to that actually. And the thing is, I got the video. I just got to find it. It was on his old channel, and where he was saying it was like 6 o'clock in the morning. I had copyrighted one of his videos. It was my wife's TikTok, actually, the one he showed again tonight. I had copyrighted that video, and it got took down. And he was making a video about it, and he said, "You know what? I'm coming your way right now." And and I think it said, "I know you be out there with your kid." And like, dude, I freaked. I'm like, because see, this is the thing. My kid almost died when he was 4 years old. A lot of people don't understand that. My kid was mauled by a dog, and
I'm sorry to hear that. Damn,
and
I'm
he had
sorry
to
to hear
have
that.
facial reconstructive surgery twice. So I almost lost my kid. So when anything happens in that manner, like I freak the fuck out, dude. Like my first priority is the safety of my kid. Like I will go to hell for my kid, you know, and any parent would. So that was my first thing right there. I'm like, oh my god, you know, we're sitting out here like sitting ducks, you know, and anybody knows anything about where I
Bad
live,
boy.
they can narrow down the schools where my kid goes. You get what I'm saying? They can narrow down the schools. And I'm
But
like,
I mean, would you
oh my
really
god.
think that Mr. Scarface would be that type of person? He doesn't come off that as that type of person.
Eh, Be honest with you, you really don't know anybody, and
I
you
mean,
you don't.
so far he hasn't. I mean, I could be wrong.
So
I doubt it.
So,
what
and that's your
started this with
what
you and
what
Scarface?
well, what happened is someone reached out to him and they said, do a review or do a video about Daniel Bishop. Man, he didn't know who I was. And he did the first, and it's in my catalog of videos where I explain it. Uh, he did a video about me, and he talked about like a GoFundMe I did for my son's car. But then he started on my father, and my father had went to jail when I was a minor for hitting me, right, for assault. Um,
That
and
guy.
that bothered me because Scarface was trying to make it out it was me because me and my father share the same name. You get what I'm saying? So on arrest.org, it showed Daniel Bishop assault fourth degree of a minor. But the thing is, if you read down the age, it says 81 years old. That's how old he would be if he was alive right now. This was like when he was like 55 or 60. The thing is, though, Scarface trying to make it out like I was the one who was doing it. I tried to brush it off. I never acknowledged the video. And then he made another video within like 10 hours, you know, making fun of the Ryan Upchurch thing, right? So I made a responsive video. I said another person comes out of the woodwork because at this time I'm dealing with a lot of people coming at me, right? And I seen the way he was editing videos, and this is what triggered him. I said at video making, I'm a god, right? And that triggered him because he thought that I was saying I was God, right? No, I was just trying to say how I do my videos was, in my opinion, better than him. And I was just saying I'm a god at making videos compared to him. Well, that triggered him.
There was
And
a
it just
comment that said, "How do I get in the middle of these people?" I just happen to be friends with one, and the other one, and there happen to be in a disagreement. But I'm trying to get an interview between both and get down to the as they say the meat and potatoes of things and what's going on. That's all. Um,
no.
what is the deal with somebody said that you almost forgot your child and you think that gives you the right to target and slander these other people, Bishop?
I almost forgot my son.
What?
That's
Hey,
just
is
what the
the
comment
Iceman thing
said.
true, Bishop? Did Upchurch pay you? Iceman saying that he seen checks from you that Upchurch paid you.
All right, I'm going to put it this way because of the legal I guess the ramifications that could possibly come from it. Um, someone claiming to be affiliated with Mr. Ryan sent me money via PayPal with a comment underneath it, and I accepted it via PayPal, and it went to my bank, which is L&N Credit Union. Johnny Goble was aware of that, and he made a video on his TikTok or Instagram about it, and he said Daniel Bishop was being paid by Ryan Upchurch to do videos about me. Now, the thing is, the money did not come from Ryan Upchurch. It was a person claiming to be affiliated, I guess, with Ryan Upchurch.
Yeah.
It was a very low sum, and I don't care to throw it out there, man. It was $300. $300 in today's world is nothing. You get what I'm saying? I got the money from PayPal and I ran with it. You know, it's $300. If someone's giving away $300, you know, I took it. But at the same time,
Do you have that proof? If you don't mind me asking.
it's at my bank at L&M Credit Union. All the transactions is
Because I'm not gonna BS someone saying lies. If you don't believe him, come on,
Yeah, I'm just
man.
asking Bishop because Iceman said he's seen the checks and everything from you. So
What?
Yeah,
What I
300 is a lot of money, Sugar, but then again, it's not. I get what he's saying.
Yeah, it's not. To me, it wasn't. But the thing is, I stopped making videos about Johnny in a negative aspect because I went over a boundary. If you get what I'm saying, I went over a boundary, and Johnny called me up and said, "Hey, man, you're hurting me, right?" And we become talking, and we become friends after that, you know. And a lot of people can't understand that, you know. And I understand people, they have issues with each other. You get what I'm saying? We had in-depth conversations about Ryan Upchurch, you know, and they was not negative. None of these conversations was negative. That's why a lot of people don't understand. They think, well, you talk bullshit or he talked bullshit about Ryan. It was never negative at any aspect of things. It was always a good in-depth conversation, you know, with it was just a deep conversation, if you get what I'm saying.
do you
But
think
why
it
did
could
he
have been
start off
Gobble
being?
that paid you the 300?
I did
But
not
why
hear
did
you.
he start off? Why did he start off being a fan and then start going against him and doing the whole Justin Adams thing?
What it was is Justin Adams reached out to him, and what Johnny told me basically drug him into the situation because it was a situation between Justin and Ryan. I guess Johnny, from the way I took it, was the third person. Now the thing is, I got messages where Patty Lynn had messaged me underneath one of my videos when I was doing the negative videos about Johnny. And she talked about how Johnny had like drew a fan picture of Ryan and sent one to her and sent one to Ryan, right? The thing is, Patty told me in the comment section, she commented, you know, that she still had the picture that Johnny has sent her. You know, I don't know if she still does after everything that's happened, but at that time, she still had the picture, you know. So, you know, they held on to stuff, you know, and they appreciate stuff, you know, that fans sent them. The thing is, I still think to somewhat of a degree that Johnny's still a fan, but Johnny is going through some shit, man. Not only in his personal life, but with court, you know, and with ex drama, you know, and people, you know, making false allegations against him.
Do you think it could have been Johnny Gobble that sent you that money under Ryan's name to to do that?
I mean, anything's a possibility. And with you saying that, you know, and with him getting on Instagram saying that, you know, that Ryan Upchurch paid me, he knows for a fact he paid me. Anything's a possibility. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. All I know is I took $300 cash and ran with
Because
it.
supposedly I've been
Yeah,
told that
he
the thing about Justin, Johnny did himself and recorded him privately.
Yeah, I mean, they did have a conversation. and Johnny recorded it. Johnny records a lot of stuff.
I mean, it might have been legal to release it or whatever, but if he said he was his friend and pretended that he wasn't recording it or whatever, that was a coward move to do.
I understand, but here's how I look at it, and please somewhat try to understand this. If you ever been beat down on life so bad where you're so skeptical of people, and like I am, I expect the worst in people, then sometimes you go through drastic measures just to cover your ass.
Yeah, I'm having to do that myself in a way, so I understand what you're saying in a way. Yeah.
So Johnny, he's always had problems out of his ass. He's always had problems people starting on him. He understands that, he does stuff back, it was kind of like me, like,
Oh God, Iceman's in here. Hey, Ice Woman. Carolina said, then why did you do that to Red Reaper?
What part?
I don't know.
Which video? There's 30.
Damn, man, that's a lot.
No, it ain't 30. I'll say there's a good solid 10 though. Like I said, I was triggered by what he said about if a woman simply defended themselves. I understand where he was coming from. I really do at that point. But
Sorry, man. Iceman has said bad shit to me, Sugar, if you didn't know. So sorry.
But the thing is, with Reaper, I was triggered by the comment he did because my sister-in-law now lives in Louisville. If you get what I'm saying, and here my wife is getting ready to give birth, right? And my sister is afraid to come down here and even be with my wife. You get what I'm saying? Which is her sister, and this is a wonderful time. My wife's giving birth to our daughter. This is a special moment, and like her father, my wife's father, passed away July of last year. Her mother lives in Louisville. Her sister lives in Louisville. So here we are, we're missing family, but family is also missing out on this special moment because of a situation that happened to my sister-in-law this time last year.
He said all the videos, but you never said all that. But you hammered his ass continually. Your sister and mother's situation has nothing to do with it, he said.
Well, Carolina needs to understand in a situation where he says if they only simply defended themselves, it wouldn't have happened. Well, my wife's sister, my sister-in-law, did not have the opportunity to defend herself. Like she was knocked stupid, her teeth knocked out of her head, throw down on the side of the road naked. And I tell you what, my sister-in-law can throw down. My sister-in-law used to play fight me, dude, and I tell you what, she can hit hard as any man. And I know if
congratulations, Desiree. Let me just say congratulations, Desiree. She's gonna have a baby boy.
But if given an opportunity, my wife's sister would have defended herself.
And which everybody should if you're attacked by somebody.
Some of the videos with Red Reaper, I'm defending myself in the videos where I'm using his videos where he's talking about me. I'm defending myself. But there are some videos where, like, he went after disability audit. I don't know who this person is. He don't know. Like you said earlier, it could be anybody. That's true. It could be anybody. But the thing is, once again, and I'm sorry, for coming at him in the way in which I did, but that triggered me too. I was like, here it is, it's supposed to be an elderly woman and maybe Red knew more than what we did. I don't know. You know, maybe he knew it wasn't. But
No one really knows except those people.
yeah.
Yeah.
And so, maybe I took it out of context, and if I did, I apologize for that, for the like sixth time in this video, I reckon.
Well, I would accept your apology, but that's on Red Reaper.
Yeah.
I mean, because I'm a really forgiving person, even to a degree where some people cross lines, but I really don't have no forgiveness. I just want Shane to leave me alone. I'll leave him alone. You know, I ain't got no problem with JG except he tried to be my friend, and he pretended to be my friend just for info, and I don't like that.
And like I said, everybody's got a different perspective. A lot of people don't like Iceman. I like him. I understand people try to throw his past out there, and but at the same
Well,
time,
he's welcome in the chat. He's welcome to come on the show if he wants to. I mean, I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but I do not like him, just to be known.
and at the same time, he's frustrated. He's frustrated just like me. He's frustrated like the next guy. And this is how I look. I think we're placed in this position where we have to fight back, if that makes
Could
sense.
change. You're right, Sugar Nova. This is why I'm glad I have mods like her. So who would like to speak on something next? Is there anything pressing on anyone's mind that they want to bring up? Iceman, like I said, you're welcome to come on, or you can ask questions through the chat. Daniel can speak on something for you, whatever y'all want to do. But do you have anything else on your mind, Rejected?
Nah, I don't really have much more, man. I just had some questions and he answered them.
Well, Daniel, would you like to say anything else?
I think we crossed a lot of bases tonight. I think we hit a lot of home runs. Hopefully, you guys and your subs understand somewhat of me now. Get somewhat of a picture,
I mean, you came out here pretty hyped up at first, man, and this was a chill session to begin with. But
Yeah.
we,
It turned
we,
out good in the end.
Yeah, it did. Well, I guess.
But
I'm not gonna listen to you on your channel, Iceman. Sorry. You can't give me that respect. Then why would I listen to yours? Oh, sorry.
We can't even
Excuse me,
speak to
Daniel.
him because he mutes everybody.
Yeah, I'm blocking people.
I'm coming at the perspective that everybody's different. Everybody's different in their own way, and at the end of the day, man, we're just some content creators just trying to make it, just like Iceman, me, you, we're just trying to make it, and I think there's room on this platform, which is YouTube, for everybody,
Well, there should be. That's what it's supposed to be about. And I tried to do an interview like this with JG and treat JG with respect, and he didn't give it to me. So, yeah, I made some funny videos about him, but I hated the fact that I fell for some allegations that were false about him. I don't believe that anybody should be accused of anything falsely, but he's done some stupid shit, like this shit with Redneck Nation and Justin, as I've already mentioned, and then saying that stuff about Miss Patty. And she's a very nice woman, and Ryan's a good dude, and I've always been a fan of him since he was up Church of the Redneck. So if you're not a fan of him, then you might not want to be on this channel, because I support him. and we support Scooter Beggins. I mean, and they've obviously said a lot of stuff about you in the chat tonight, Daniel. Obviously, a lot of people have some contention. Uh-oh, he fell out. Obviously, a lot of people have some contention with you, Mr. Bishop, but Scarface is in the chat. If you'd like to address or say anything to him, man to man, this would be the time to do it.
All right. Hell of a time. Hell of a time. I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at you. Hopefully you're looking at me. The thing is, I'm at a point where I need everything to stop. Not only want, but I need it. I need it for peace. I need it for comfort. I need it for my wife's peace of mind. Now, the thing is, I can accept everything that's happened, just like you can accept everything that's happened. The thing is, I'm willing to walk away from this. I am. Let bygones be bygones. That's what I want. And
Well, that's up. You know, it's a man issue between you two men, you and Mr. Scarface. So that's up between y'all. So, Mr. Scarface,
and just like
he put a cowboy hat emoji in the chat. So interpret that how you want to.
yeah, we're just like a square. And my wife ain't left. You witnessed that earlier. You know, she's
Yeah,
here.
his wife was here, Mr. Scarface. Just to be honest, I mean, we've tried just to do a civil debate discussion. That's all. No one's been talking shit on nobody. We haven't allowed it. So, well, people have gotten shots in. That's cool in the chat. But as far as on the chat, nobody's been talking shit.
This is
on
how I look at
the
it.
stream.
This is how I look at it for me, Iceman, in the Scarface situation. That there are some lunatics out there. There are some people that are on both sides. They're on Scarface's side. They're on mine. They're on Iceman. But I got a feeling that because of everything that's happening, that there's going to be someone somewhere that takes something a little too far. And that's what I don't want to happen. I don't want that to happen to my worst enemy.
Well,
I don't want that to happen to my best friend.
Grind to Shine is making an invite to all YouTubers that if you got a beef with another one or got a problem, he's making it up where you can sign waivers and box. And for you all that are in Kentucky, you know it's a legal option. But that's between that's on a man-to-man basis. That's between two men. Like there doesn't need to be any like pressure or anything. That just needs to be between the two people having a problem, and that's just my opinion. Now people are going to say and do what they want. So
I understand that, but the thing is, if a person was to do that, it has to be everybody come to an agreement. It can't be forced, like you said, at one place under one rule under this cause. It has to be in a place that is accepted by both parties involved. But this is what I'm getting at. I'm just wanting to walk away from this situation before an idiot targets him, targets me, or targets Iceman. You know, because we don't want that to happen, man. You know, I may not like Scarface. I may not like him. I don't want anything to happen to him. I don't want a death to happen. I
didn't realize that Scooter. I didn't realize that Scooter Beggins. According to him, it's retarded. So to have a fight in the ring, but that's what my sponsor Grind to Shine says, Scooter. So
that's the thing. And while we're on it, because I said a lot of things not face to face.
There is nothing true to say about me, Wilfred McDaniels, about the square guy, and you get blocked because you say things that are outright lies, and you know it.
Hey, Bishop, can I ask a question again?
Yes.
So on these death threats or whatever, whoever's harassing your wife, have you ever thought about like showing some of those? Because a lot of people say they get those, right? And
yeah,
they never show these things.
As you all know, I kind of like put my wife on the spot tonight, you know, and we all see how.
Yeah, he did.
You know,
Miss Scarface said if that's the case, then why do they keep poking the bear? I guess is what she meant to say.
well, I don't want to poke anything. I just want shit to die down, man. You know, that's all I've ever wanted. I mean, everybody's had their fun. Everybody's had their moment in the sun. Everybody's got videos out of it, got views. But the way I see it, I think it's time, in my opinion, and this is how I feel, to step away from it. You know, that's all I want.
All right, well, hey, if that's directed at me, Mr. Scarface, or him, I don't know for sure, or a little bit of both, I won't worry about you. But there's a comment, if you can read it, Daniel. I don't know exactly what he's talking about,
I
but
can't. Can you read it to me? I can't. I
I
ain't got
mean,
my glasses on.
I'm still his friend. It says it was taken off the net, and I didn't take it off the net. I want a lot of things too. Don't worry about me, son. Which, if that's the case, I'm not worried about y'all and y'all's thing or match or whatever. I'm just saying, like, you know, okay. Well, he just said, okay, it's over. So I guess that's he said you had your fun, so it's over. That's what Mr. Scarface just said.
Well, you know, I can.
I'm just trying to report and mediate. That's all.
Well, I can appreciate that. I mean, it would help, you know, because there's been a lot of people involved that never
And
needed to be
Wilfred
involved. And
McDaniel said, I hope you know Bishop is trolling you right now as we speak. Well, if that's the case, well then he'll just prove he's a big piece of shit. I mean, if that's the case.
I can't troll. I'm here. But here's the thing. And while we're on the apology tour of 2022, we're gonna call this put that as your when you go back and upload this and edit it. Put the apology tour of 2022. Sounds good.
No, well, okay. I'll put it. I've got it titled as Jill. I'll retitle it something. I don't know what it'll be yet. But I mean, he did apologize, you guys. We've tried to keep it civil. We've allowed people to say what they wanted to say, whether they cussed or not. Iceman refused to come on here again, and I'm gonna call it how I see it. Iceman. I mean, for you to let Shane come on there and talk about people without any type of evidence or proof and just go with it and call Creek Squad nut swingers and stuff. I mean, you ought to understand the hate and the backlash you're getting right now. That's all I got to say about you. Other than that, Shane just needs to shut the fuck up about me. And Daniel, I really don't have any issues with. I was just trying to communicate, and because he came on here all of a sudden, I didn't ask him to. I mean, y'all can ask him. He just popped up on here, and since he did, I decided to go ahead and let him. Yeah, literally.
And I came on hostile. I come on arrogant. I come
He
on
did.
mean.
He did. He came on hostile and mean and everything, and I told him I wasn't gonna put up with that shit. But then he started talking, and he got his wife on here. I don't know if y'all saw that, Mister Miss Scarface, but y'all can go back and look at it. He said, and Bishop, really, but I'll go along with the game. We can say it's over. Y'all go ahead and play your games. Since you made the first family video, you can start the apology tour. I'm out of here catching Acacia bullshit-itis. Fucking pussies. Apology tour. Who's the opening act? Well, I guess it would be Bishop since he volunteered to be the title because he's the one that apologized. I mean, he said he did. I don't know if they're sincere or not. Time will tell if they're sincere, but I don't want y'all thinking that I'm buying everything someone's saying. I'm just trying to run a stream.
And like I said, you know, the Red Reaper situation, I don't know if he'll watch this later. I don't know if he accept it, but I mean it. You know, and that's all I can say. I mean it. You know, and after we're done here, I'm going to, dude, I'll take down the videos. That's my word. I mean, you can't get no better than that, you know, and I'll take down the videos.
Bishop, did you run out because Sasquatch got on the live?
No, I hit the wrong button.
Oh, Sasquatch, well then he's saying he didn't. So if you want to come back on and talk to him, you're free to, I guess.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. And
sometimes accidents do happen.
See, sometimes I put the phone to my ear because I can't hardly hear. And when I did that, it kicked off when I did that.
So can you show those threats that you've been getting, Daniel, through the mail and shit? Can you show that stuff?
Yeah, I can show them.
Because there has to be like a return address or something if people are threatening that kind of stuff on you.
There's no return address on it. It just addressed to my post
Yeah,
office
and
box.
it's not good to do what supposedly Nathan has done to women. I mean, y'all can say that it's just like a bogus charge or whatever, but they've got other people saying and sources saying that it wasn't. And, you know, Nathan, you are on like, man, I don't know about you, dude, but like, come on, man. Like, even I've
Well,
had a bad relationship. I've had a girl hit me in the back of the head and almost black me out, and I didn't hit her. I just got out of the situation. I ran. I did
you
what
know,
Johnny Depp did.
and I can understand, where, Nathaniel's coming from, I can say that, because I choose to believe him. I know a lot of people are skeptical, but I choose to believe him,
I
and
understand. Yeah, and you have that right.
because, he's always been very upfront and honest with me. I can say that from the get-go. He's never pretended to be somebody he's not. He's been completely honest. Like I said, I've been in positions before with women where I've been jumped and my car stolen, so I totally understand where he's coming from. Um, but like I said, I choose to be on his side, and I choose to believe him.
Well, Iceman's talking about leave family out of it, and he's talked about family because it's funny. He's talked about pedophilia, and he's talked about your own families, but you don't want people to talk about their families. Get out of here with that. That's what Mr. Scarface said to you, Iceman. And Iceman, I think it's kind of crappy for your friend Shane to talk to me early in the morning the other day, and then go on your live later that evening and say a live about my soon-to-be ex-wife that he don't know her first name, middle name, or last name, much less
Now,
anything that happened between me or her. So that's why I got a beef with Shane. What were you saying, Daniel? Mr. Scarface,
uh,
if you want to say something, chime in anytime. Or not
yeah,
Scarface, Rejected Clown, sorry.
the thing is with Shane, I'm just going to say this. I've had conversations with Shane, before. Uh, I I just don't think Shane knows what he wants. I'm just going to leave it at that. I don't think he knows what he wants. He either wants to be on this side, he wants to be on this side. I just don't know which side he wants to be on, and that's how I take it. I know he wants to be accepted, but he's going to go with any crowd that accepts him, regardless if it's wrong, good, or bad. The thing
One
is, we've
second.
seen.
Oh, excuse
Go
me,
ahead.
Daniel. I apologize for cutting you off, but this Wilford McDaniels dude, I'm not agreeing with everybody. I just said I don't believe in Iceman. I have opinions on stuff, but I'm trying to be civil and let people have a discussion. If you can't understand that, leave the chat. If you say something ignorant again, I'm just gonna block you, dude. Because you've already said some shit that was disrespectful. You're lucky I still let you in here. All right, go ahead,
Well,
Daniel. Sorry.
I'm going to look into the camera. I'm going to say three things. Hopefully, it's over between me and the Scarface situation. Number two, I'm sticking to my guns with Nathaniel Iceman. That's my prerogative. Hopefully, y'all understand. And number three, this is the best one of all. All right, Red Reaper. If you watch this, man to man, I can admit 100%. In most of my videos, I was in the wrong. Should I have came at you in the manner in which I did? Absolutely not. Am I apologetic for it? Yes, I am. And I deeply and humbly apologize for the grief and the torment that I may have put you through. I'm sorry for that.
No,
And
don't, bro. Don't say. Hold on, I'm gonna stop you. You said may have put you through. You know you did.
I know I put him through, but some videos more than others, if you get where I'm going with that. Some more than others. So what I'm going to do when this is over, those videos are coming down one by one. and I welcome everybody within 1 hour of me getting off here to check it out and to verify it to be true.
Is there a footage of you wrestling, Bishop? So somebody in the comments wants to know.
There used to be a website. It should still be up. It's called Mid-South Wrestling Federation. It was in Manchester, Kentucky, in Clay County. It was at the Burning Springs Fire. You have to Google research. Like I said, this was 2001, 2002. Once it's on the internet, it's on there forever. My ring name was Trauma. I had blonde parted hair, looked like a Backstreet Boy.
I just
Imagine
got one
that.
more question. I just got one more. So,
All right.
you like this whole thing, like with you and Iceman, right? You guys will sit
Yeah.
there and say like pedophile.
Ominous has something to say. Bishop, your apology should be as loud as your disrespect. What do you have to say about that?
I agree. I agree. I agree.
So you got you and Iceman will sit there and say that people are pedos and stuff for listening to Upchurch, or they're hiding behind the organization and stuff, like, right? Why do you pick Creek Squad to say that about when there's those types of people hiding behind everybody, including your own channel? You know what I mean? So why come out and say Creek Squad has these people hiding? And I know you say that, but Iceman's actually said if you listen to Creek Squad or you're down with them at all, then you're actually and that's kind of fucked up. You know what I mean? To single out a group like that and say, oh, there's these people hiding in there. What proof do you have to show that?
What I believe Iceman was talking about, and I'm sorry about getting all up in the camera like that. I was trying to hear, was that certain people do certain type of videos that are questionable, that do hashtag Creek Squad or hashtag, or raise hell, eat cornbread, or raise or hashtag Ryan Upchurch. And I think that's what Iceman was getting at. People do a certain type of video that may come off the wrong way and tag Creek Squad into it. I think that's where he was coming from in that.
But what about you? When you say that, and you say that there are people hiding behind this organization that are pedophiles, where's your proof to back that claim up?
The only person that I did that to was, in my opinion, or I think, was the Scarface. And the only reason I said that in the manner in which I did is him having videos of my 14-year-old son on his YouTube channel, but not only that, him making the comments in which he did about a kid that's not even here yet, that's still on my wife's belly, and him hashtagging, Creek Squad, or or Big Mad, or raise hell and eat cornbread. To me, that's where I was coming from with that, because I had my own opinion on the videos. Now, just like Iceman had his opinion about it.
Because I asked you on your last stream, I asked you about that, and that's when you were like, well, I agree with him. I do feel like there's people hiding behind Creek Squad. Scarface wasn't there. It was your own stream. You're up by yourself.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it was my own stream. But that's why I'm answering that now to the best of my ability.
Yeah, but I'm just wondering, like, how can you say that with no proof?
I was just going on, like I said, the videos that I have seen from Scarface. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Iceman has got his own content, his own stuff that he works on is separate
so you
than
are
mine.
admitting you don't have proof at all to back that claim up that you said?
I just got what Scarface made, and the videos that he made, he hashtagged Creek Squad and some of those, and raise hell and eat cornbread, and Big Mad and YouTube and all that. That's what I was doing.
And the only reason I'm asking is because Iceman has also put Triple T's picture on his videos and claimed that he was a rapo, right? A veteran that fought for our country is being smeared just because he wasn't liked, right? But he's going to sit there and say that you're not liked by everybody, but then he's going to make a video and put a guy that fought for our country on a video trying to say that he was a rapist. You know what I mean? So it's like
Well,
people have a problem
the
with that stuff. Like you can't claim that people are pedophiles and rapists.
what Iceman, he never meant it in that sense. What he meant it as was barnyard, like a kind of like a farm type deal, like a sheep. We all heard the backstories
So
about what people do to sheep,
you
and
call
that's what
so you call
that's
somebody a
what it boiled down
rapist
to.
and you mean it a farm way?
I didn't hear you. I'm gonna put the phone up. I'll
You
speak to
call
you.
somebody a rapist and you're saying that means it's a what do you say it mean again? That you're a farm
No,
or what?
what he done is in the because I know the photo very well that he put, but he put barnyard I think on it. I know it could be misinterpreted to other stuff, but in my opinion, it was barnyard,
Did you
and
listen
so
to the
therefore,
song that he made with that picture?
um, I don't know if I have or
Because his
haven't. I'm
song
not sure.
definitely wasn't talking about no barnyard stuff. Just like when he makes songs claiming that people that are down with Creek Squad are pedophiles. Like he actually does that stuff. Like I could prove it to you. I could literally prove it to you.
Well, we all know that not all Creek Squad members are bad. Like I'll give you an example. My brother-in-law listened to Ryan Upchurch's music, saved his life when my father-in-law passed away. What it is, it's Iceman projecting his frustrations in a way, I guess, the only way he knows how. But see, he's perceiving things differently. We all look at things differently. Like you look at something one way, I may look at the same picture and see something totally different as the next person. The best example of that is the movie Mallrats. When they're looking at the sailboat picture, and some people see the sailboat, a lot of people don't. And the thing is, though, Iceman was perceiving a certain thing about Triple T. Now, him and Triple T's beef, that's between them. That's what they got going on. And I really don't know how to answer that. It's just, that's their thing.
Yeah.
Things were said on both sides, and maybe it's his way of defending a situation that he felt that was unfair against him in some sort. Like I said, Iceman, I consider him a friend. I consider him a great person. You know, we all do questionable things.
Yeah,
And
he
I can't.
might be, but like I don't know if it's like him getting fucked up or drunk or if he does drugs or something. But he'll start
No,
making these songs, and it's like he'll say shit, and then completely deny it. And I don't know if he's just too fucked up to remember it, but it's like when you make claims like that, it's you can't just be like, "Oh, I made it because of this," because not everybody knows that, right? They're listening to this song, and they hear this guy going off on this tangent, but then he wants to make fun of Square and people because certain people don't like him, right? But he's going to sit there and make a whole song about somebody because they didn't like him, right? So it's like, so what is it going to be? Are you going to sit there and bitch and say it's people don't like me? And you're going to make a song, but then you're going to make fun of somebody else because people don't like him? You get what I'm saying? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
I understand, but we all do stuff different. I, the next person,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah. I just
and
wouldn't
he
stoop that low. I would never stoop that low to make up shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't make up shit about you. I don't make up shit about people. I put what I see, my opinion is on it, and people tell me their opinions. That's how it should be. You just shouldn't be making up shit.
Well, I understand that, but maybe, on the other side of the coin, things were said, things were done, maybe we were not aware of within that moment.
I just wanted to say before I forget, excuse me, Iceman's comment. If anybody reported he was that to CPS, they were wrong, or falsely accused him, they were wrong. Um, I mean, people shouldn't do that online and then call in about it. But that still don't have anything to say about what you've been doing, what you've been saying and allowing on your channel.
But like I said, hopefully we was able to resolve some stuff tonight. Hopefully I can
Well, I got
let you
no
guys
problem with you
understand some
as
of it.
long as you don't like stalk or do any of the crazy stuff you've done with people to me. That's why I allowed you to come on here, even though you came on here aggressive at first. But I mean, some people's not gonna like us regardless of whoever, whatever. But I hope y'all can get it resolved. I mean, because I'm friends with the person that you got issues with. I don't really know you, so I'm not really friends with you, but I'm
Yeah,
trying to understand you.
yeah. It's
So,
like that Incubus. You like music, right? You like Incubus, the rock band,
I
and
mean, I
they
like them. Yeah, they're good. I don't know if I was the one that said that.
they got a song called "Dig." There's always something that digs at us. There's always someone or something. And within that time and that
Scarface said
space,
that Scarface said, well, they say that Scooter Beggs is coming, and that Scarface said, you've been wanting to know my family like crazy, but I don't throw my family out there. And they're not trying to be out there, but you can't wait to be out there, or at least you and your mama.
well, see,
Maybe he was talking to Nathaniel. He says I have more respect for your family than you do, so sit down there and shut up, Nathaniel. Yeah, he's talking about Nathaniel. My bad.
Hey guys, I don't mean to cut you off, but I gotta get going, man. It's getting late where I'm at. I appreciate you
Rejected.
letting
Thank you
me be
so
up
much for
here.
being
I
on.
appreciate both you guys letting me talk. Both of you guys have a good night. Good night, everybody in the chat. Much respect.
Hey, thank you, Rejected, for being a part of the stream. You have a good night, buddy.
but hopefully things can move forward in a positive light. Not only for me, but for Iceman, but for you guys as well, and everybody else that's watching. Um, believe it or not, I want everybody to succeed. I want everybody to flourish, man. Um,
I do too, really.
that's the thing. And I
But if you've
understand.
done but certain acts done on this world, you can't come back from. I
Yeah,
mean, there's just some acts that are so vile, like what Watts has done. He'll never be able to come back from. He's gonna have to die and
no,
face judgment.
yeah. Regardless if he didn't play the whole role, he still participated.
And
You
those
know,
other
it,
people that are getting away with it, like Casey Anthony, the one of the most hated women in America, she's gonna have to answer one day because
yeah,
she's definitely got some more stuff to do. She just had a really good lawyer.
yeah.
Because you,
And that,
you as well as I know that the justice system can be perverted.
oh, you're definitely right on that. And like you said, she will have to pay for it when her time ends. And we
That's
all
one
go
of the
through
things.
judgment.
That's one of
We
the
all go
things
through
that me and
judgment.
you can agree with. Yeah, we do go through judgment, true judgment when we die. This judgment on earth is legal judgment and it's law and statutes and by the state, and it's not always perfect. Matter of fact, 90% of the time it's not.
But
But there are some times when the cases are clear and cut and the person beat somebody up or whatever. And but then again, there's cases like when my brother attacked me and I grabbed a weapon to tell him to back off, not because I was going to attack him. And one of my family members grabbed the weapon and they got cut. And at first I was charged with something, but it got dropped once they came to court and explained what happened. But, I
yeah,
mean, sometimes things can happen and people get charged.
all you're
You're right
telling
about
me,
that too.
you know. And like I said, unless you're there within that moment, we really don't know. I mean, we can see it on paper, we can hear others talk, but unless you're there within that moment, you get what I'm saying? Like we have speculations, like with the Chris
Red
Watts case.
Reaper, I've got nothing but respect for you, dude, and been nothing but nice to you, but it looks like he has been here listening. I don't know if he accepts your apology or not, but good night, Red Reaper, and have a good night, man.
You know, we can have speculations, and unless you're there within that moment, you really don't know what happened between anybody. That's why people speculate. I guess they speculated on you, and tonight was the first time I've ever heard anything about anything like that.
Well, here,
And
what happened was it was May, and I was driving back from work, and at 10:30 in the morning, a car failed to yield and pulled into the highway in front of me, and we T-boned, and it caused the other two individuals, one to die instantly, the second to die by internal injuries via med flight, and I broke my knee, femur, and sacrum and had to be flown out by med flight. And it was not my fault. I was doing the speed limit. My computer was checked. My blood was checked. The whole 9 yards.
my mother always told me in situations like that, if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. And regardless if they
The daughter of the daughter of the grandparents, or the daughter of the people that died called me and wished me well and stuff the night after I woke up from surgery. So I obviously didn't do anything on purpose. I was driving back from work and it was actually going to school for phlebotomy. That's why I didn't finish school. It was because of that wreck. That's why I'm still having to try to go to school.
sometimes stuff like that happens, and regardless, I know a lot of people's gonna hate me for saying this. Regardless if they was in the automobile or sitting at home, or if it's your time to go, it's your time. And you can look at it from this angle. They're in heaven. That. And sometimes we all wish we was in heaven, man, because of everything we go through here on earth, man. You know, right before my dad passed away, a good friend of ours asked him, "Are you ready?" And my dad looked at him with the biggest blue eyes and said, "Yes, I am ready. I don't want to feel pain no more. I want to meet, my Lord and Savior." And
I've had to watch a living relative die and slowly deteriorate from cancer and chemotherapy right before my eyes. So I know what death's like, and it's not nice. It's not
no,
thrilling to
just
watch.
and my wife's father, he passed away July of last year, and
I mean,
my wife watched him die, and she's scarred by that, because it was very violent on how he passed, and horrible situation, So, and that's the thing. A lot of people, they get on here and they want my wife to be just as social as I am. They want my wife to be included. My wife is a private individual, regardless if she was pregnant or not. She's private. But the thing is, this is a very bad month for her because she is reliving the anniversary of her father's death, and it's hard on her because her father raised her. He was basically the mother and the father, and he was her everything, and she cries almost every night to sleep, missing him, and she falls asleep listening to his voice on the
Well,
phone.
that's what I don't like. People making fun and trolling me and stuff because I get upset and and I can't do it like an actor on the drop of a hat. If I get upset, it's because it's serious, and I've had to watch a lot of people die, and people don't know anything about me, so they don't have any right to talk about me because, unlike most people probably on this damn platform, I'm a part of one of the greatest fraternities on earth that do nothing but help people all the time. So no, I'm not a criminal or anything.
I watched my father die, and what gets me about my father's passing is the things that was left unsaid. Everybody tells me he knew how you felt, he knew that you loved him, but it's the things that I will never get to conversate with him no more. When my father passed away in '03, and it's hard. It really is. And so I deal with a lot. Everybody deals with something, and it makes us who we are. And if I jump off, to conclusions, or if I throw my hat in a fit of rage, it's because of everything I went through, and it's me trying. me trying to handle it.
Hopefully, Scarface believes you. He probably don't. I don't blame him if he don't believe Nate. But I think you kind of do want things be over between you and Scarface. But I don't know much about it to really, speak on it. So that's between y'all still at the end of the day. I just wanted to open up the dialogue.
Well, I appreciate it, and like I said, I was an asshole in the very beginning. I can admit that, and I apologize for that, But I was once again I was in a position where I
Because
thought that I was going to get ganged up on.
I hurt a kid one time when I was pitching baseball and broke his nose, and it made me so upset and weep. So when I had that wreck and I learned those people died, I was very upset. I've never hurt anybody on purpose.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, though, keep that attitude, keep that faith, keep that outlook, and big things will happen. And often we are too quick to judge someone, or some people or some things, And I know a lot of people, man, they wanted me to turn differently on Johnny Goble or like tonight. A lot of people, bring up bring up stuff about, Iceman or Nathaniel, and I'm not like that, dude. Like if I put my faith in you, put my trust in you, then I'm with you,
I
and
probably get shit for having you on, but I had you on to open up the dialogue because people always say, "Oh, well, you're getting a narrative or script from someone's channel." That's why I tried to do a stream and let anybody come on that wanted to come on.
yeah. And like I said, when I get off here tonight, I'm going to take down the Reaper videos, and that shows my word, and your word is your bond,
That's how I try to act. I try to act just like a handshake means what a contract means, just like the old
and
days.
and I'll
That's
go
how I
ahead and
was
throw my.
raised.
Can I put my email on here? Can I give it to you
You're
on
more
here
than
on this
welcome.
one?
You're more than welcome to put your email in the chat.
It's Daniel Bishop 9147 at gmail.com. And if anybody wants to have a private, in-depth conversation and wants to ask questions that they want to ask on here, or they want to say something that they felt they couldn't say on here, I mean, they're more than welcome to do that. I will get to it when I can. Not every response is going to be quick because I'm super busy. Iceman, he messaged me 30 times a day, and the only time I can get back to him is when I have free time. And that's how I am. My days are hectic, and of course, that everybody knows that everybody's days are hectic nowadays. But I just want to leave that out there. And like I said, Reed Reaper, I fully
Mr. Scarface asked a question I think I should ask you. Why didn't you show up for your court date and make sure she was protected and your kid? I thought I was supposed to be a danger, armed and dangerous. That's what he asked. Last
I
question
did.
I'm gonna pose, and then if you're ready to get off, I'll let you go if you want to.
Anybody can call family court in Pulaski County. The people who work there will tell you who was there, who wasn't. I have provided proof of my pink copy that the bailiff gave me. It also says voluntarily dismissed by petitioner, which means I asked the judge to dismiss it. The reason I asked the judge to dismiss it is because I didn't want to keep chasing a ghost. That's how I feel about it. I didn't want to keep chasing a ghost. So the thing is, I voluntarily dismissed it. I have
Well,
my
you
pink
said you
copy from
wanted
the
things
bailiff.
to be over, but now you're calling him a ghost like he didn't show up or something, man. I don't know that would be the right way to go.
Well, what I'm saying is, I appeared in court on June 1st of 2022. I appeared in court June 1st of 2022. When I appeared in court and went before the judge, there was no other party there except me. There were several lawyers that work in Pulaski County that can vouch for that was there representing other cases. I have several friends here, but I'm not going to put them on here, that was there for their own stuff. And there wasn't a Ricky Sears. There was a female for her father that was there. Now, I did have court on June, I want to say 28th or 29th, and that was
You
for
said
a
so you
speed.
waste taxpayer money and my time. Okay, that's all I needed you to say. Thank you. That's Mr. Scarface's take on it. I'm just being 100 with you.
I understand. I'm not even reading the comments because I can't see them. I ain't got my glasses on. But
I
that's the thing.
understand that.
I voluntarily dismissed it, you know,
That's why I've been
and
reading them to you.
and it did go away for a while. It did. I can fully admit it did go away for a while. And of course, you know, I did the Reaper videos, and that's why Scarface said he jumped back into it. It was because of the Reaper videos, you know. And
Iceman, I don't think that's fake call log. Mr. Scarface told me how to get the 911 calls, and so far from what he's told me, I found he's correct. So I don't think he's lying about that. He said because we hadn't been served, dumbass, I went picked them up, and that's not how it works. I served myself on the 20th, and our court date was the 29th. You did not show up. Okay,
all
well,
right.
you can
Hey,
respond
can
to
I show something now?
that. Or, hold
All
on.
right.
Well, I'm sure you'll still be dealing with more than them. So if you go ahead and run those chops, or we can deal with it in the ring. That's what he said to you, Daniel. Yeah, you can show something, or you can drop it. Okay. Well, he's showing a paper here. I don't know what it means, though.
It says June 1st of 2020, and that was signed by the bailiff. All right, June 1st of 2022. If I have court on June 20th or June 28th or June 20th, it's not. I'm not going to have a paper with June 1st signed by Pulaski County Circuit Court. This is the pink copy that the judge gives you when you leave court.
No, he said you didn't show up on the 29th.
I had a speeding ticket that day. It wasn't this. This is June 1st. It says order of protection. All right. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Yeah.
My name, his name, June 1st. All right. Right here it says voluntarily dismissed without prejudice, that the petitioner voluntarily dismisses without prejudice. That's my copy.
Okay.
That I can't get no more proof than that.
All right.
The other
Well,
one,
I don't know what he has to say about. He said anybody else can get them if they want them, and anybody can get whatever. It's public information. I mean, that's true because I mean, like, you know, I'm not going to speak on it much, but I was served recently, and you know, that's all I can say about it.
well,
But I'm not bothering, and I haven't been talking or trying to talk to the person through anybody or indirectly or anything. And I don't want anybody on here talking about them. But you know, it's crazy how people can file stuff on you, you know, just for nothing or just for criticism or something.
and what I found on the paperwork was just basically that he drove past the old residence in which I used to live. He drove past my mother's house, and I gave the dates, and that I purchased a firearm because I was concerned about safety, and that was true. But at the same time, I want it to be over, man. I'm done, man. Like I can show papers, he can show papers, he can say this, I can say that. At the end of the day, unless people go out and find out for themselves, I mean that's the truth, you know. I can't have court June 20th if I dismissed it on June 1st, and I got my paperwork showing it was dismissed on June 1st, which was my court date.
I mean, I was just told from what I got was that I wasn't allowed to harass or stalk or annoy or whatever, and I don't do any of that. I just have my videos, and I tell people not to talk about the old stuff, and that's all I try to say. And I've been worried because people can come in on other people's accounts, you know, but that would be entrapment too, so I don't want to be entrapped. That's the only thing that I bring it up because I just try to tell people not to talk about it because sometimes people can't help bring it up. But
Is
that's
that
all I
what you
have to
meant?
do with that.
Is that what you
Uh,
mentioned earlier? Because you said don't bring something up. You said that earlier in the live. Is that what you was meaning?
yeah, that's the same thing. About
Well, you don't have to
just
go in
like what,
detail. I
like
understand.
yeah, like YouTubers like getting EPOs and stuff. Like I think it should just stay offline because it's just all it can do is cause problems for either side, and it's wrong that it ever even got to that point to begin with. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
and it should never get to the point, of that. I understand people got their own way of dealing with stuff, and like I never wanted to walk and file those papers if I didn't think there was something credible there. And when I sat and seen my 70-year-old mother cry, and shake uncontrollably, and wish she was dead, you know, wish that God had taken her, instead of my father, wish that she could go on and be with my father, and you feel helpless within that moment. You get what I'm saying? As a son, and with her having no other people, family around, because everybody's deceased, you feel helpless, So that's why I did what I did. But
And what
then,
I was talking about with you was in reference to this guy that my this girl that I was talking to, her ex, he had gotten an EP. We had an EPO. It was some bullshit, but yeah, that I mean, and he did YouTube and stuff too. But that's who I was talking about.
yeah.
So
All right. Well, I'm going to get off here. Hopefully, things can simmer down and I can go in there and remove some videos. And I got some chicken nuggets on the stove, and that's probably cold by now. But
all right,
my
yeah,
wife,
you have a good night.
all right, just so you know, my wife's here, my kid is here. We're trying to live life the best that we can,
I'm
and
not bothering you or harassing or doing nothing. I just wanted to open this up for discussion. That's all.
I understand, buddy. All right. Well, I'll talk at you later.
Okay, see you.
I'll see you, buddy.
Okay, we all heard it first here first that where he says in his position, was he trolling? Was he lying? Was he telling the truth and being sincere? Who knows? But all I know is that he did have court paperwork, kind of like how I got for my ex old lady's ex dude that I've brought up and talked about, but don't want to talk about just because of potential legal repercussions. But I'm not talking about him or talking to him or having talked to Bishop indirectly up to him, so I can't get in trouble about anything. But I don't want to bring it up and I don't want to talk about it anymore because EPOs are stupid. Getting them on YouTubers is stupid, in my opinion, and that's all I got to say about it. Mr. Scarface said you're responsible for wasting the sheriff's department's time. If he did do that, I agree with you, Mr. Scarface. I don't think he was being 120% exactly. I know, rejected. I understand. I appreciate you being on. Thank you, Roland Modeling. Thank you. Guys, I'm trying to raise money for a laptop, although Mr. Rex said that he's got one he's going to send me. But in case you didn't know, I'm going to put my Cash App on the screen right now if you would like to donate anything. I'm also overdrawn and could use it to help get myself back on target tomorrow with my budget. So if you want to donate, my Cash App is Pegasus223. I hope you guys all have enjoyed the little show. Ice man, I haven't targeted people and in their families. I've made jokes and stuff. You shouldn't have people on that have people lie about their families and soon to be ex-wives. So you're what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You're just as bad, if not worse, for the things you've done. And that's my opinion on you. And if you don't like it, well, you can take it and shove it. His name ain't Randolph, motherfucker. It's Mr. Scarface Nathaniel. And you the Lion King with your ugly ass gonna be a reincarnated as a prolactic ass bitch. Oh, oh, did I say something that hurt your feelings? Well, I was just joking for entertainment purposes only, so don't get your panties in a wad, biatch. You will be reincarnated. Oh, here, Iceman. Let me play one of your greatest hits. You helping JG break the law or get around the law.
While this court case is going on.
That's what I do that.
Well, I mean, it should
Well,
you should come out all right.
You're
Us
such a
us
mastermind. You're
church's
such a
ass hurt.
mastermind, ass man.
I know I'm gonna win this case. I'm gonna win it, and that's all that matters.
you
Looks
ain't
like
gonna get over this though, right?
looks like Ass Church is ass hurt. Looks like he lost the love of his life, and now everybody's talking about his mom.
Actually, motherfucker, he just got engaged or married, whatever. He's got a banging ass girl, if you ask me, in my opinion. And let me tell you something this. Up church, yes, sir. You ugly ass motherfucker. You speak like a dumbass. You gonna come out all right. You only got about four court cases and a public defender, but you gonna come out all right. That's Nathan talking about JG and his court cases. You gonna come out all right. You only stalked and harassed and pretended to start a fight with bearded justice, but you gonna come out all right. You know, 'cause me and Jane, we're your best friends. We love you. Wanna we just oh ugly ass. Save Captain Save a whole looking ass. Nathaniel Witt. He was born as a bitch. He grew up and had a fit. He realized that he just couldn't do anything but quit. So he got on YouTube one day and named himself the Iceman and thought, how gay. And he decided to join and be a creator of bullshit and play. The end. And the word gay was used in the sense of happy, not as a derogatory slur. Disclaimer. Well, everybody, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. I had a long night. If no one else is going to come on, I'm going to end the stream. All the things talked about. But everyone, have a good night. Take care. Let me say bye to everybody. Mr. Scarface, you and Miss Scarface, have a good night. Rejected Clowns, you take care. JR15, you have a good night. Shout out to our new subscribers, Kevin, and shout out to at Black Pox and Mr. Scarface. Shout out to Rejected Clowns, The Real Deal. Shout out to your boy Blue, No Life Mike, Scooter Beggins. He always wins, people. Shout out to Moses Heaps. Shout out to Sasquatch. Shout out to Guitar Fingers 2.0, Roland Modeling, Sugar Nova. All y'all, thank you for coming. Y'all have a great night and a wonderful start to a new week. Peace, love, and respect to everybody. Let's see if we can move on to something else new and brighter, or different at least, and have a good day tomorrow. That's right, Roland. Tick tock, boom. Everybody, y'all take care. Let me play this, the outro, and you guys all say goodbye to one another. Have a good night. Take care. Everyone, sweet dreams.